Sí, buenas noches, racita, buenas noches, buenas tardes. Para toda la gente que ya se anda conectando. Special shout out to everybody that's getting connected. Ahí le encargamos un like, share, and we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok as well. Su amigo Max aquí en el Chokorreo. In tonight's episode, we got the DJ's episode. ¿Cómo andan, guys? Yeah. We got my boy.
Wiki.
Guys.
So what's up? My name is Danny Reyes. I go by DJ Whopper, aka Fatty Wop, aka your baby mama's favorite DJ. You know, pásame la EBT.
How's everybody doing? Johnny. Giovanni is my real name, but better known as DJ Johnny 5.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Edwin Pisano, better known as DJ Eddie P, official DJ de Muchos Bailes. So, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Saludos a toda la gente. Just remember, we are live, and we're gonna be after today, we're gonna be putting the audio this week. Para el viernes ya está el audio in Spotify and Apple Podcasts también. Para la gente que lo rolen las preguntas, we have our chat open for question, special shout outs, todo en vivo y sin censura, guys. Para que vean, y aquí se puede decir lo que
That's scary, bro.
lo que sea. Aquí es open mic y a mí, pues a mí la neta.
Special shout out to Max for
Yeah.
inviting us.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys for accepting to come.
Se va a quemar el rancho.
You know, fíjate que I always like to, you know, the bands, pero también no, it just doesn't have to be musicians, pero people que andan en entretenimiento aquí locally too, you know, and out of state and stuff like that. So we already had the Ingenieros episode. Big shout out to El Chugar, you know, mi compa Alex.
Oh, Jeff.
Carlos.
Vino también, ¿quién vino por aquí?
Carlitos.
Carlos.
Armando Terrazas también.
Oh, hell yeah.
Carlitos también.
Saludos
So
a
that
Chokorreo.
was the first episode.
All the boys, all
we
the
are
boys.
planning to do more in the future. And today we have the DJ's episode. Finally, we finally got it together, you know.
Thank you, Max, for having us.
Fíjense, raza, que-
Nice to be here.
Thank you guys for saying
Why'd you
yes,
pick me?
you know. No, porque
Just go
aparte,
Why'd you pick me?
well, aparte de que los conozco, I've worked with you guys desde que llegamos aquí con la escuela. We got you guys for my son's birthday. I don't know if si te acuerdas o no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had my son's, I think it was bautizo. No se acuerda el güey.
Dude, we do too many. We be gigging so much.
Yes.
Was it pre-COVID? I think it was pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, we had his bautizo, and we had a Whopper there for like 3 hours.
That was fun.
It's no te acuerdas.
You don't remember?
Nah, your family era de ambiente, because then later llegó un norteñito, right?
It was us. It was Cascabel. It was us.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No te acuerdas. Bien pendejo, güey.
Wow, I didn't know you were.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Hey, no
I didn't know
quieras
you were-
quedar bien, cabrón. No quieras quedar bien. Yeah.
Like real talk, like a veces I have people coming up to me and they're like, hey, you know, you DJ for me. Like, I was like, okay, thank you. Like, I hope that happened. In reality, like, been so many gigs, like, you just,
That's the
it's
word.
natural, you know, that you just forget.
That's
You
the
would
word.
think that he would remember because we know each other.
Exactly, right?
And then, you know,
I was part of the AMG team too at one point, okay?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
Hey, no se acuerda ni eso, güey.
I came after you.
No, you were
Yeah.
already there, no?
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Eh,
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and edit that
Este
again.
cabrón no se va a acordar.
Shout out to the guys at Aguacate.
Yeah, yeah. Saludos
My
a los
family,
guys,
baby.
AMG,
Shout out to the compa Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse Grandote.
Jesse.
Oh my guy.
Fíjate que le mandé
my
un
idol.
mensaje también a Jesse to have at least like, I want to have like 4 or 5 DJs para que, you know, different environment.
Man, we're
Pero
the only ones that answered.
uno
We're the
me
only ones
dijeron
that
que
answered.
no, y Jesse no me contestó.
Damn, Jesse, he's putting you on
Put
blast,
you
bro.
on blast.
Bro, what is up with
También
that?
de Aguacate.
Yup.
Oh, my
I
I
compa
haven't seen
Carlos,
those dudes in a long time.
my guy Fry,
Fry también.
my guy
Compa
Georgie,
Fry.
El Mechudo.
Yes,
He's
sir.
the one
Everyone.
that made my logo.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
también,
Yeah.
the same thing
Cool.
aquí con
Compa
Chokorreo.
Fry.
Oh,
He made
okay.
my logo.
Compa Fry. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's really good at what he does.
He's
Yeah, yeah.
he's awesome.
amazing.
He's the benchmark in Chicago.
Yeah,
Honestly.
Everybody knows.
pretty much, bro. Y también mi compa Edwin desde
2012. No, desde Control Days, bro.
Control.
Desde Rumbas Control.
Yep.
Cuando empezamos allá con Maldo.
Yes, sir.
We've been
And
going
that's
10 years now.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I got here 2014. creo que desde entonces, desde escuela.
Yup.
That's where I remember you from, bro.
No, I was back then. I was just your stagehand.
Yeah.
Llegamos luego. Llegó Max,
Controla.
me daba los acordeones. Ya se los tenía listecitos. I would actually get the accordion out and start testing for him. By the time the band was on stage, they didn't even have to do sound check. Vámonos. Let's go.
Pero mi compa. Control days, man. That's a time before, man. Fíjate que ahorita que when you talk to certain people, they don't remember Control. I'm like, dude, es donde está Vallarta ahorita.
That was the hidden gem in the suburbs.
Yeah, bro. Saludos ahí para toda la gente de los suburbios de allá de Elgin y todos
Saludos.
los alrededores.
I have no idea what you guys are
No?
talking about.
That means we need to bring him. You want to
Yeah.
cover me next weekend?
I'm busy. I'm sorry.
Está ocupado el señor, muy ocupado. No, but definitely, man, guys, thank you for coming out, man.
Thank you, Max, for having us.
Thank you.
Pues
Yeah,
la
bro, thank
plática
you.
que sea orgánica, you know, whatever you guys, your opinions, it's always, you know, it's your opinion is not a right or wrong answer, you know, porque ahorita pues ya a veces hasta ahorita con el desmadre que anda pasando en comunidad de música, es un pinche desmadre y espérate, el pedo es que hasta que lo que no traga la gente les hace daño a la vez.
Seriously.
Y la neta, pues está cabrón, güey, porque, you know, a veces por a little handful of people pagan todos, you know, type of shit. Or siempre they want to look at the negative side instead of looking at the positive side, you know?
Mhm.
Es una pinche arma de doble, una espada de doble filo,
Yeah,
bro.
but yeah, con social media makes it even worse, right?
Yeah, bro. Why?
Everybody
Because
believes everything.
behind a phone or behind a computer, you can be whoever you want, bro.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
You know?
no
What
fear.
do they call the keyboard tough guys?
Yeah.
Que se sienten el
Keyboard
gran
warriors.
poder.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Keyboard warriors.
Yes.
Keyboard Karens.
Y yo podía, la neta, no me meto mucho al asunto. I mean, I already know how it is. Uno ya de tiempo que when you have, you know, so much behind, you know, so much work behind you, you know, sometimes no tienes que ni darte a explicar, güey.
Yeah.
You know, o nomás dices, ¿sabes qué? You know, this is what happened from my point of view. And because there's always going to be two sides to a story, too, you know? O a veces, you know, it's like a little fender bender, right? Dicen, oh, you want to call insurance? No. And you dip, right? You guys supposedly leave, y cuando ves, they call your insurance, right? They do you dirty, you know?
Or you don't have insurance. and
Yeah.
it's just-
It happens. But yeah, definitely, ustedes cómo ven eso ahorita, before we go into everybody's story, a little opinion when it comes to with everything that's going on right now with the whole page y la gente que anda quemando a la raza y eso que el otro. Well, what's your guys' opinion when it comes to that?
Want to start off?
No, fine. Help yourself.
No,
Well,
Johnny.
Yeah,
me
no,
personally,
venía a tomar.
I mean, what can I say? You know, like I was telling you, social media influences a lot of people, and sometimes I just feel that people do it just to follow the crowd. You know, bro. Like, and I personally, what can I say? Me personally, that's never happened to me, so like I can't touch the subject, you know, on it. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, yeah, I think that's pretty fucked up. You know, that people talk shit about other people, and I feel that as a city, you know, all of us here, you know, that are from Chicago, we should support each other more. You know, like
Yeah,
as
I think
musicians,
it's-
as
Definitely.
whatever it is, DJs, musicians, whatever it is, like we shouldn't really talk so much shit about each other. But it is what it is, bro. You know, you
Yeah.
can't really every mind is their own. You know.
Yeah.
I think people forget the fact that we're all human.
Yeah.
We all have defects. We all have stuff that actually ends up happening. I mean, to us, most people think this is just a hobby and we do it for just the love, which we do.
No,
We do it for fun. We do it because we love it. But at the same time, we also look at this as a second job or our main job.
Yeah.
Some of our guys, thankfully, have made a complete career out of this. You know, I mean, shout out to my boy from Pink Noise. I mean, these guys have made a complete career out of DJing, and
It's a whole complete company.
exactly. And sometimes we forget we have imprevistos también.
They're
You
like
know,
the biggest in the Midwest. I would
yes,
say, right?
they are.
Like the biggest, Pink Noise. They're making a lot of noise.
Seriously.
Crazy. Kudos
You
to
know?
them.
Yeah. So I mean, y'all forget that we are human. We do have defects, and we have stuff that comes up just like anybody else. Llamas al trabajo. Hey, I can't come in. My baby's sick. I can't come in. Death in the family. I can't come in.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And same thing happens to an event. I understand that it's your event. It's your one day. It's your special day. But sometimes stuff just happens.
I always bring that up, bro. In most of todos los episodios, I always say that que la gente se olvida que o piensa que somos robots, güey.
Yeah.
Que no nos vamos a enfermar, de que no podemos tener un accidente, que, o sea, como dice él, there can't be a death in the family, esto que el otro. You know, shit like that, bro. Y pues es que uno es humano, güey. Uno se enferma, especially during, it was COVID. during the winter you get the flu, you know, shit like that. A veces te da una pinche fiebre y no puedes ir a tocar, te da chorro.
I can't
Y
believe
lo
to tell you
mismo,
how many times I fucking went to DJ sick as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Tuesday,
yeah.
All the time.
Sick,
Yeah,
you know, like
okay,
just
what you
feeling like
do?
shit,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's not
Pastillonas?
even about just being
Yeah.
You're just on pills the whole night, you know.
Are you
Tormenta
walking
de
weird?
nieve, tormenta de agua, un pinche
Look at
calor,
that,
el
right?
AC se quebró en la casa, se te inundó la casa, but you still, I gotta
You
go
show
make
up.
this bread.
Yeah.
You show up with a
You gotta find
smile.
one with-
Yeah, you show up with a smile. Hey, with that fake smile, you're tearing.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
what- that's what-
Dude, and that's what sometimes people forget that, again, behind that DJ that's putting on a show for y'all, we might be going through it hard.
Oh, hell
you
yeah.
know?
Oh,
How
hell
many
yeah.
times have you got, like, literally, you're on the way, Max, tú empiezas en la primera tanda de la tarde, halfway through your second, third set, you get a bad, una
News,
noticia
yeah.
mala. You got to make it through the rest of the night. You
Yeah.
can't just leave because now
And
you
that
have,
shit's behind your head the whole
Yup.
night, you know.
Yup.
You can't concentrate. You gotta do the show. You know, the show must
show
go
must
for
go
the
on.
day.
Yup.
Yup.
Y darle, bro. Y at the end of the day, you finish. Y te pelas. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know. And that's the part. Eso es el sacrificio de nosotros, güey. And it's crazy, bro.
I'm
I'm
already reading them.
I was like, man,
I wanted to crack up early when I saw it. I was like, I gotta, you know, like,
Like, hold on.
make a straight face.
Again,
yeah.
we got to keep a straight face with the people.
Oh, no. Ustedes,
That's
whatever
crazy.
comes to mind, bro. Comments, concerns. And we're going to be reading them out loud, too. So
Oh,
we're gonna
great,
answer
great.
questions.
Yeah.
So vamos a empezar desde una vez. Ahí mi compa Danny Fatty Walt Reyes es Melissa Chiquita. Saludos al compa Fry. Mi compa Lepe dice saludos a la Capulinas. Saludos. Pinche DJ Whopper better put a good show. Ya está.
It's a podcast, bro. It's not OnlyFans.
Dice Max, ask him what's the most fucked up thing Whopper has done at a gig.
You guys don't want to know that.
No, we're gonna be answering
Now
that type of
I'm
questions,
interested in
bro.
knowing what
I-
is the
I-
most-
I do need to know this one.
I've called the cops at my own party. Yeah, so I could leave. They're like another 2 hours, and I'm like,
hell
I'm
you
tired, bro. Like, let's wrap this up,
So what we're trying to say is that Cat Williams had a point.
Yeah, right.
Mexicans be keeping you hostage.
bro. You know, llega un punto donde it's like 1, 2 in the morning, and they're like, hey, 1 more hour.
Now, was this like 2, 3 in the morning, or you called it off like a 9 or 10?
No, like 2, 3 in the morning.
Oh,
That when
okay.
it's like, all right, cool, bro. Like the taco
They
place
weren't
is
trying to
about
let you
to
go.
close.
They weren't trying to let you go. They're like,
No,
okay,
they're like, yeah, hey, we'll pay you cuánto por otra hora, and I was like, look, man, I'm
you-
tired.
that
I
bro,
just
they
want to go
wanna
home.
party till like 5, 6 in the morning. They don't care.
We be feeling like strippers sometimes.
I'm like, bro, like, I gotta go to sleep. What do you mean? Like, no, like,
Tell me I'm lying.
Like, man.
Hey, bailale puta.
I mean, like, I'm out of music already. I don't know what to play.
Repeat the same song again.
like I went through my playlist like what 3 times already. Like what most of
Man,
what else do you want?
there's some people for real. They just want to
just
party.
wanna
They like
party,
they like the
bro.
vibe, man.
Hey, como siempre, ya Rick cagándole el
Aquí
palo.
estoy
mira
leyendo
nomás.
que dice que si no hablamos español, claro que sí, ¿cómo no vamos a hablar español?
No hablan español, ¿o qué vergas?
no se habla
Hey,
español.
vamos a también.
Sorry.
Puro chicken. Hey, aquí puro chicken nuggets.
Puro
Puro
chicken
chicken nuggets.
sin chile.
Sorry. What?
I don't know, pero esta Valentina for me. bro.
Yeah. No, está cabrón, bro. So, let's start off. I want to know everybody's story, how you guys end up being DJs, bro, because not everybody has the same story when it comes to it. How you get to the level of music, and porque es una, aparte de eso es una inversión, which all your equipment, just like musicians, just like anybody that does
exactly.
equipment, audio, somebody that's gonna make a hobby into a career, or make it the investments.
A
como llegan.
profitable business.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
the people that don't know, this DJ equipment is very expensive. If you want good DJ equipment,
Yes.
it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Just like musicians, with good instruments, everything you guys use. Same thing goes for DJs.
How much is your accordions?
I mean, you literally could buy a used car with it.
Yes,
You know?
Exactly, exactly,
So
yeah.
we're talking about grands. En esos son uno de los instrumentos más caros que hay.
Yes.
Los acordeones?
Yeah, las acordeones. And they're just going higher and higher within the years,
Dude, I remember when that poster came out and I had it at the store.
Yeah.
The base price was like $4,000.
Yeah, base price. No,
that,
neta,
that
they're-
accordion?
For that accordion, base price when those came out was $4,000. Right now, the base price is like $7,000.
yeah. Well, cuando son compañías que te las revenden, they're at like 7. But if you order it directly from a company, you're no less than 5.
That's crazy. Everything's
And it's an investment, dude.
Yeah,
Because
of
I mean,
course.
if you have a lot of work within 3 years, you pay it off. You know. But I mean, if you got your money, if you gotta have the money ready, because it's not a, it's not a,
It's not cheap.
it's not cheap basically. But yeah, definitely, man. Let's start with mi compa Whopper. How you ended up, DJing and being in the mix.
Well, I realized like really early in the game that just prostitution wasn't for me. Ya caliente ya no cobraba. Eran muchas cosas diferentes que sucedieron en mi vida en la etapa. Traté de músico y pues tampoco la armé. I wanted to play the tambora and I just sucked. But I
It's not
started
for everybody, right? Sorry
What?
to cut you off, but it's not for everybody. Like,
the music scene.
no.
or the-
I'm talking
the
about
prostitution.
No, the music.
Oh, you just threw it in there. You're like the prostitution. I was like,
Well,
Well, that too.
okay, now that you mentioned it, both things, it's not for everybody. But
No.
in regards to what you're saying, yeah, I mean, like, some people are just not good at playing instruments or stuff like that, or singing. I tried singing, I'll be honest, and I suck.
Did it work out?
Did not work out. People come up to me, they're like, you have a good voice.
We're just DJs. We hacemos finta que tenemos buena voz.
Right.
man. So honestly, I've always loved music. I've always had a thing about music. My dad used to work at a bar in Pilsen, and he was in charge of. He was the manager of the bar, so he was always he made the majority of his profit was from the rocola or whatever you guys call it.
Yeah.
So he knew so much about music that's how he put me on. And I was the youngest of 6. So the youngest of 6, I grew up with pretty much all of the different types of music. My older brothers, my siblings, my cousins, my nieces, my nephews, what they were all listening to.
What do you remember listening to?
Man, I remember Grupo El Tiempo, Abril 78, Pedro Infante, Antonio Aguilar. I mean, I can go on.
Was
and
that from
on.
your dad or?
Yeah, from my dad,
Okay.
my mom, my older sisters,
Your brothers?
Los Bookies.
Your brothers? What did your brother listen to? Your older-
Some of my brothers liked the hip hop,
Okay.
the older hip hop, the house, the freestyle. My sisters were into the romantic era, Los Bookies, Los Temerarios. It was pretty much an open format for everyone in that house, I personally never had equipment until about 10, 12 years ago. I always liked it, but we were never able to afford it, as a family. It was just,
So it was just always listening to music all the time?
yeah, I actually started, a lot of people say they started with vinyls, they started with records, 45s and things like that. I actually started with boomboxes,
Okay.
where they had the dual CD player, the dual CD players or the dual cassette players.
Okay.
And I would just play that. I'd cue it up to the song, and I would just lower the volume and just play like
What
that
year
at
was
parties.
that? Do you remember that?
Man, I don't remember.
Or
the
how
year,
old were
but
you when you started that?
Like maybe 12 or 13.
12, 13. So that's really young, bro. Para alguien que se empieza hands-on type shit,
And then when I got into middle school, I met one of my really good friends, Gonzalo. Es de San Luis Potosí. Shout out to La Familia Blanco, Sonido Flama. They're from San Luis Potosí. They had a sonidero business, and I was always tagging along with them. So that's how I learned how to connect everything, how to run stuff, and así empezó todo el rollo. I was a bit of a troublemaker growing up. So my DJ name was it was supposed to be DJ Travieso, and then they were like, nah, it just doesn't work.
Who said that?
I don't know. Everybody that was around me, like the friends that were around me, they're like, nah, I don't like it. I was like, damn, all right, cool.
Like,
So you would tell them Como you would
My
you,
friends
you
be
would
like,
you
hey,
would be like, hey, I
you know,
wanna be called.
I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about this. What do you guys think? That's whack. I was like, all right, cool. No, shit, no hard feelings. I'm good.
Okay.
And then going into high school, a really good friend of mine blessed me with the name DJ Whopper because I was a little hefty,
Okay.
a little bit bigger, and it just picked off, man. Like I didn't think it started as a really small hobby for me. I mean, when I started DJing,
That's a cool name, though. DJ Whopper. I like that.
thank you.
When I met you, I was like, he likes Burger King.
That's what everybody says.
For shit.
Yeah,
And
bro, like-
to be honest, I don't
But I
really.
like it because I like Whoppers.
You're like, I like him already. Like he's cool.
Have it your way.
No, not all the time.
Prostitution didn't work, huh?
But no, so that's going into high school, that's when it picked up a little bit more. And to be honest with you, my setup was two Walkmans and a Radio Shack mixer.
When you started?
Yeah, that's what I was using.
Wow.
Like,
Dude, that Facebook post, that Facebook meme de todos empezamos en un lugar y ahora tenemos
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Like how it
players.
started, how it's going.
Yeah.
Type thing.
how it is now.
yeah, I didn't
Do
know.
you have any pictures from back then?
Yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah,
You
dude.
should share it, man. You should
should,
share it.
yeah.
I
Definitely.
yeah, man, I started with practically nothing. I was running everything at a little home theater center
Yeah.
at parties, and I was still getting booked.
well, like you said, was in that time you guys like you couldn't basically afford the equipment, so you were basically making your own stuff.
Pretty
to
much,
work.
yeah.
Yeah, lo que haya o lo que
Gotta work
puedas,
with what
whatever
you
you
got,
can
yeah.
afford, let's make this shit work, right? Type of
Yeah,
shit.
so that's how it was. That's what I went in. That's how I started, and little by little, I didn't think that it was gonna grow to where it's at now. I
You
mean,
weren't expecting.
no.
Looking back, right?
Yeah.
Looking back, you're like, holy shit.
When I
didn't
linked, I
expect
think when I linked up with Jesse, that's when I was like, oh shit, like he's heard of me, So I was like, damn, for real? Where? Who told you?
Yeah.
You know?
You wanted to know.
I did, yeah. I was interested. I was like, wait. But I also had a very good like support system, man. Like my family, my friends, my close friends, they were all like, you got it, bro. You got something. You know?
Eso, like, you don't see where you are, depending on what point you are, being a DJ, being an MC, being a musician, being an audio equipment technician. You don't know where you are, but, like, until people start telling you cómo te ven,
Mhm.
So you can be the most humblest guy ever, doing your thing every day, and, just going through it, not thinking about what's happening, and then people have you que tienen un pedestal, they're big fans. They just, you never hear it,
Yeah.
until you get hired for the privadas, for their parties, like, oh shit,
Feels really cool.
Finally, we got you. Yeah,
I like how, I like your work and stuff. I like
Yeah.
your DJ.
I think when Jesse reached out and was like, "Hey, I'm having my birthday party. I got a DJ that's playing, but he only does English house music. And I want someone that has your style." And I was like, "Damn, for real?"
yeah.
I was like, "Are you serious?" And man, I went there and man, I was nervous as shit. I still get. Do you guys get nervous DJing?
Oh,
in front of
yeah.
other DJs?
I get
think-
nervous at every single gig.
Nice.
No
Is
matter
it-
what,
do you guys
whether
think-
it's a small gig or a big gig, I'm always
Do
nervous.
you think is it nervousness, or you get those little butterflies? in
That's
your
exactly
stomach
well. That's
type of
exactly
thing?
what it is.
Porque
Like,
Eso-
neta,
eso
la
es,
neta,
eso
no
es.
da, But when you're getting ready for the gig, como que te da ese.
It's that, yeah, it's like them
un nudo
butterflies,
en
that
la-
feeling.
en el estómago or something.
Yeah.
Something where like, and I think that everybody has it, and once you don't have it anymore, como que
Ya perdiste el
ya
amor.
pierdes el
Ya perdiste
el
tu
amor de lo que
gusto.
andas haciendo,
Yeah.
You get those little, those
I guess
weird,
if you still get those
feelings.
emotions, it's like you're really into it because at the end of the day, you just want to give the best of yourself. You don't want to
Mhm.
make a
Yes.
bad impression on people,
Yes.
especially when they're hiring you for the first time,
Yes.
or like people depend on your work. And yeah, like I said, it doesn't matter if the gig is small or the gig is big. It's like I always, make sure that
There was
I
a
want the best, to be delivered myself. So I get nervous.
yeah, there was a guy that I ran into that he did he spoke like he was like a motivational speaker.
Okay.
And I asked him, I was like, "Hey man, how do you get over the nervousness of talking on the mic or being on stage or being in front of people?" And he's like, "If you're not getting nervous, you don't love what you do."
Preach.
And when he said that, I was like, "Oh, okay." So now I just kind of take it as, all right, cool.
Part of the
It's part of the
it's part of the
setting
experience.
up.
It's part of everything.
Gotta get my extension cords and my nervios with me.
Yeah.
I'm down.
That's fucking badass, bro. That's it. So, you link up with Jesse. Do you remember your first gigs?
Oh man, my first gigs were,
Was it for familiares, for compas?
yeah, a
for
lot of house parties, a lot
Yeah.
of backyard events.
Okay.
I wasn't even charging, to be honest. I was
No?
I was like, yo, let me go play for a little bit,
Oh shit. Okay.
and it was that. I think I had a lot of different stages from where I started to where I'm at now,
Mhm.
linking up with Jesse and then meeting the Aguacate family and start running with them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we take care of everything, your promotion, your pictures," and I was like,
Your first picture, bro.
"Yeah,
photo
my,
shoot.
exactly."
You're like, si no estás acostumbrado a esa madre, you're like,
I didn't even know
you
what to
tense
wear.
up. Yeah, exactly. You don't know what to wear. You tense up. You don't know how to take pictures. You're not. Maybe you're not photogenic, and it's a lot of different shit that
Yeah,
you
bro.
get. Is that extra step, that other step that you take in your career in lo que andas haciendo, bro. That you learn. You've done multiple photo shoots, so now you get more comfortable. You know what you want to wear. You get different styles, this and that.
It's funny because I come from the era where like my brothers and sisters will never say I'm proud of you.
Of course,
They'll always
of
be
course.
like,
Nah.
ya te crees, ¿verdad? Pinche gordo y andas. Ah. You know?
The
So I was
trolling,
like,
the love troll. That's the love.
Yes.
I was
That's
like,
that hard love.
I would always show them my pictures. I would always show my sister my pictures. Be like, hey, this is what's coming out next month. And she's like, ¿y quién es ese, güey? And I was like, oh, well, it was me, but never mind. But everybody, I've never gotten good job, or you're doing great, or oh, we're proud of you, or nothing. It's always just like,
That's a troll, bro.
But deep down, you know they're proud of you.
we can still fuck you up. And I was like, so
Yes, 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 yes. So do you remember your first paid gig?
my first paid gig was a baptism for one of my friends. It was $60.
Eso es lo que cobraste tú,
Yeah,
lo que te
no,
dieron
that's what I charged.
for
I was
the
like,
one night,
yeah, $60, I'm good.
llevando tu equipment too.
Yeah,
Backyard or salon?
yeah, backyard.
Nice. 60
Actually,
bucks, bro.
some of the first gigs that I went to, I wasn't DJ'd, I wasn't hired. I was just going along with one of my guys.
Did he give you a chance to do something?
No, not
or
at
nomás
all.
ibas
I was
como de-
I was just there to help him.
Okay.
And I remember going to La Garra on 45th and Ashland,
Okay.
Chokorreo, because we didn't have any speakers. So we went that day and we bought some speakers, like
Crazy you say that. I bought. What did I buy there?
some Pro Bass.
That's what Bravo.
Yo, I was gonna say, the pro bass speakers.
I didn't buy speakers, but what did they have? Like a mixer, bro. Like this really cheap Gemini mixer. I think when I was starting off too, because Waparama, yeah, they had
Gemini.
that one you had to get the
Por
hookup, and I
boca,
really
por
didn't know jack shit about sounds. I didn't even know what to
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
I thought the Pro
You know
Bass was
shit.
cool, but
It looked cool because you had
Yeah,
three
it did.
speakers.
the tweeters
Yeah. I was like, man.
Luego te la vendían con pinche cajonzote. You thought you
like the
were
more
fucking
speakers, the
badass.
better. Like the
Yeah.
biggest cabinet is the loudest cabinet. That's not
My dream was buying that little cabinet that had that big ass bullet tweeter.
Yup.
in the
I
middle.
was
Yup.
like, yeah, I want that one.
They look
No,
cool.
Never got it.
Yeah.
It looked really, yeah, a lot of
And
the stuff looked cool.
And then as we progressed, we realized, damn, this was shit.
Man, I would make my own lights.
You'd make
Dude,
your own.
Yeah.
The
Like
cans.
films
Before.
with the
The
films,
cans and the
with
films.
The can. Yes. Yes, I heard about that.
So we
Wow,
were
dude.
DJs, and at the same time, we were mixing colors.
Yup.
Holy shit, that's better.
Un gancho, unos 5 clavos, un gancho, an electricity current, strokes.
Crazy.
That's old school. I learned that from my uncle. I learned that from my
heard
uncle.
that about cans and-
You see my sister talking shit. Cállate, cállate, Daniel.
But you love him though.
Sony todo.
Oh, she hit. Damn, that's a low. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? They'll never.
That's a low ball.
Man. Shout out to my albañiles family. They're all,
Hell yeah.
They're all on there.
Yeah.
you know, my guy Luis, my guy Ray, Arturo, Hectorini, all the guys, Carlos, all the guys from albañiles. Another big ass support team.
The Brick Squad.
Brick Squad, yeah.
Yes, sir. So you start, you get $60. Does your price con el tiempo did it start going up or como
Yeah, I think I stayed at the 150 range for a while.
a while?
I never considered myself a really good DJ. I just knew the right music to play.
Were
know?
you like reading the crowd,
Yeah.
tirándole aquí poquito?
Yeah, I used to, man.
Even listening, bro, con lo que se arriman peticiones, right?
Yeah.
Porque hay
Mhm.
muchos DJs, bro, que tú le pides una petición y te pueden mandar a la verga.
See,
Y
my-
no te la
my-
tocan, maybe because they don't like it, y a veces it's not about that. No es what uno le gusta, güey.
My biggest thing, or the biggest thing that I try to do at parties is I try for people to not ask me for requests, not because I don't want them. It's just I already know what they're anticipating. Like I
Okay.
already know what songs they're gonna be requesting. So it's like my point is you don't have to come up. They're coming up in my set.
But what if they want a song that doesn't, like, in an album of a band that pinche que...
You'd be surprised, man.
You know, porque sí hay gente, güey, igual con nosotros como la música, te piden, you know, una canción de calibre 50 que fue un relleno en un disco, you know?
Yup.
No, that not even they play,
The
you know?
the B side of the tape.
Yeah, exactly, así, you know, it happens, bro. O una canción que nadie la conocen except them, you
Yup.
know?
Because it was a grupo from the town that they were from, and they're like, no,
Well,
la
not even
tienes.
that, it's just any
You
famous
have to
guy.
have it,
Yeah,
bro.
they're like-
You have to have it.
They're like,
Porque
¿Tienes el wifi allí, verdad? Pues nomás bájalo.
Bro, that's the worst.
Bájalo del YouTube, bájalo del YouTube.
No, oiga, no
Like, you know
tengo.
we're in the middle of the forest. It's forest preserve.
Be like, oiga, pinche wifi no agarra acá abajo, oiga.
Cell
No,
phone.
no es por nada.
Like, we're in the basement.
Pon el celular ahí, hijo. Pon el celular.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Or when they want to do karaoke. I'm like, hey, I don't have that. I'm not a karaoke DJ.
The last wedding I did that happened.
Yes,
to me.
there is a difference between a karaoke DJ and us.
Thank you.
Well, there's different types of DJs actually.
Yeah, there
Yes.
is.
There are some DJs like you were talking about that they just like to stick to one format of music.
Dope.
There's a lot of DJs out there, other house DJs, techno DJs,
There's-
different types
there's-
of DJs.
Norteño.
Yeah,
Me- That's my main thing.
Yeah.
Norteño's my main thing right now. But if you take me back 10 years ago when I started, I was the EDM head.
Okay,
I was the EDM head. And now it's Norteño. That's the one thing I know, that if I play this, I know I'm going to get you dancing. And then from there, it's going to go on.
So that's what you consider yourself as a techno DJ.
I mean, more. I think because with the people that I roll with, it's like the whole Tejano thing, the
Right.
whole Texas thing. So right now in Texas, it's Norteño sax all day long. Even here in Chicago, all of a sudden, 10 bands are Norteño sax. There's very few classical Norteños now around here.
Los albañiles, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pass you their information. Hire them. They're available.
Thank you very much.
I'm
Pedro,
also part of the package.
Pedro, you're listening?
¿Cuánto cuentan sin guapo?
Can we still give them $60 though?
Pedro, Rick, ¿ya escucharon?
Eh,
It's because business is slow right now.
Top type of DJs out here, like,
Be like, I'm a DJ, canto.
soy taquero.
you want taquitos so I can get there early?
Striptease
Early
included?
start prepping. Imagínate mixing the song and be like, ¿cuántos van a hacer? ¿Con todo? ¿Ya?
The turntable lleno de aceite and shit.
Puro pinche cilantro. Oh, really good combination right there.
Yeah,
Double
definitely.
P.
You want some
Double P.
tequila with lime
That's
on
Pluma
that?
Peso Pluma Pastor.
Oh, I remember I got kicked out of a dating site because that was my username.
What, pastor?
Al Pastor 69. They just started. They canceled me real quick. Like they thought my name was, sacrilegious and shit.
Pastor.
Pastor.
Oh, yeah.
69.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this guy's name Al.
It was not Al Pastor, it was El Pastor.
Right. I was like, oh, my bad. Oh, Christian Mingo.
Dating,
Christian Mingle.
with that said, dating out here for us DJs is hard.
Your first investments, bro.
First investments. Wow. My first investment was actually a pair of Newmark dual CD players. So I started with that, with the rack mount mixer, and a pair of EVs, powered EVs.
Howard EVs.
They were
Expensive. Back then.
really crappy.
Yeah, también. What was it, 12s?
The ZLX.
Oh, they were 15s.
So
But
you never carried it around like the heavy amplifier?
I did. So when I was in school with that Sonidero family that I started with, I did. They had the dual 21-inch JBLs and wood crates.
Yeah.
They had those Earthquake,
Those
the
Sherwin Vegas.
Serwin Vegas.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Those
Heavy
backbreakers, the ones with the two wheelies, right? That you
Oh,
Yeah.
and those fucking wheels never worked.
Hey,
Low key, no,
para
they
los músicos que
stop it,
todavía
right?
cargan Selwyn Vegas, ya inviértanle, cabrones.
Ya cámbienle, cabrones, no mames. No suenan bien
Esas son
afuera.
mamadas que no quieren invertir.
Ya, hay que invertir.
Pinche
cada-
alfombra
cada
ahí.
diez-
Wait, hold on,
cada
wait,
10
no,
años
no,
hay que
no.
invertir,
Now wait up,
bro.
wait up. With that said, though, sometimes those old school speakers do be sounding better than the shit we got now.
Oh
Well,
man.
that's what I was just saying. Like to me, like
Yeah, you
it's
can't,
the
you can't buy
Vegas.
the fucking Herrenbergs.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. The Harbingers? The Harbingers?
Carpenter, that
Hey.
shit.
Hey, hold on. I used to make money off of those songs.
No, but see, but I'm just saying,
Show
you're
up with some
live
Geminis?
bands,
Yeah.
fucking Eso es para practicar or something, bro. You can't.
Yeah.
I think to me back then, when like I said, when I didn't know crap shit about sound, like I thought to me that the servo in Vegas, those big ass cabinets you guys talking about, I thought they were loud and they were, you know, like oh those fucking subwoofers.
Well, they were back then.
It's
They
because
were.
don't get me wrong, they're good speakers. The problem is that, like, la mera verdad, way, we never use them right.
You're right,
We're supposed to put them on their side.
Yeah. No. Not only that, I mean,
You're supposed to put them on their side.
Oh, I didn't know that.
See,
If you flip them on the side, they had another speaker pole.
Really?
Yeah.
That is crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't know that either.
All right, now I'm showing
I
up.
had-
Now I'm showing off the nerd in me.
No, pero hay unos.
And I'll
que
explain
sí
that
lo-
later.
Sí lo acostaban. Sí se acostaban.
Y
Hay otros que
sonaba mejor.
Eran
Parados.
parados.
Siempre
y
los
luego
están parados.
stack. De
Yup.
dos. Y luego era un chingo de sonido.
Güey,
Ahora,
acuérdate,
el
güey,
tipo de servo
de-
eras también
de
eran
nosotros
like
los que
4,
hemos
5,
ido a
6,
México.
Cuatro o ocho de cada lado.
yeah.
Hey, ¿te acuerdas? De nosotros que hemos ido a México, allá, that's all they had.
Back then, yes.
Oh my God. Every jaripeo, ahí estaban en chinga las pinches servo en Vegas.
Man, those
Or the
Embrax.
mucho JBL en México también.
Yeah.
Luego puro Martin.
I think probably up to this point, they probably still use them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I be watching like some.
Pero sabes, yeah.
they carry them like literally.
No, pero
up
sabes
there.
que hay unos que hacían sus cajas.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, no, and that's what I mean. Like,
They would buy just the speaker y hacían sus
They would export the
cabinet.
speaker by themselves and then make the cabinets in Mexico.
Which
Which
was all like the
Yep.
servo in Vegas.
Yeah.
They would just make it.
They would
themselves.
copy
I
it.
saw that. Yeah,
alguien
it
se,
was just like
alguien se
copies.
pirateaba la pinche schematic and they would just remake them.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we're engineers,
Hey,
baby.
bro, como dicen, pinche México no domina el mundo porque no
A
quiere.
huevo.
Chingada madre.
Which, by the way, funny enough, recently, just in case y'all didn't know, Mexico got its own speaker brand now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Electric something. I'll get you guys the name.
Yeah, there's a guy on
But
TikTok
they're
that
exclusive to
pushes
those-
them.
yeah, they're
pushes
sold-
them from Mexico.
They're sold through Texas.
Really?
Through I think it's through Hermes. They're the ones that be selling them for the U.S. market.
I gotta look them up.
I got you. I'll
I've seen some videos
I
where
wonder how they sound.
there's
Curious to know.
there's a company in Mexico, no sé si es en Monterrey or Guadalajara, that have straight up brands que aquí no se escuchan
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Como ahorita there's a LD or LP brand.
Yup.
Yeah.
Speakers, LP.
Those are the ones.
Those?
They're made in Guadalajara.
Yeah.
Those are the ones.
They look like almost like RCFs
Or Martins.
or Martins. Así.
Yeah.
Or even DAS, así más
Dude,
o menos. ese
Mexico
estilo.
even has its own electric, what's it called? The lighting brand. And they're badass.
Oh.
Like I'm talking like
Oh, like for DJ lights?
stage lights.
Stage lights.
Like better than
Los
beams.
robots, right? Las
Yeah.
cabezas.
They have everything, dude. I saw some of their like catalogs. I'm like, man. Y como dices tú, México no conquista el mundo porque no quiere, güey. Imagine they're promoting that
Everybody
shit.
was so used to bringing Europe,
Yeah.
from Europe all the time.
Or the U or the
China.
original
Yeah, go
U.S.
China.
brands.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, Mr. Yamaha over here.
yeah.
Yamaha was killing it in Mexico. EV's killing it in
Years,
Mexico.
yeah.
JBL. Los Bukis had an old school JBL setup. They were the ones with the biggest sound setup at the time.
Yeah,
Really?
Los Bukis.
back then.
Still now.
Yeah, exactly.
you guys went to that concert. Y'all know.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
was
I did.
I was
I wasn't really
I
big.
was
in
there too.
I was paying attention to the production. I was,
That's the thing.
and that's the bad thing porque a veces por no well, and I took advantage of the songs como que unas canciones que no pegaban tanto for me personally. I was looking at everything else,
Yeah,
the production.
Yeah.
I was looking, the way they were working in the back, the setup, the rays and todo
It's-
ese pedo.
It's funny how musicos and us DJs, we get to a point where we can't even enjoy a show because we're like so much in awe with all the background stuff because that's what we're used to.
Yeah.
DJing has totally ruined for me to go to like a concert or
Yep.
like
A bar.
show, 'cause, like,
Mhm.
yeah,
I
I'll
think
listen
that's
to the
all-
music or whatever, but I'm always like looking up at the ceiling, checking out the lights, like what they have.
Like, why are they
And,
running
like, I
their
tell my
lights?
girl, I'm like, oh look, they have this. And, like, oh, you know how much that is? Like if I see a laser, you know how much that laser is worth? And like they're like, really? Like you're here, like
And
just
it's-
have fun. Like,
And it's the only reason is
you can't
because
help it.
we're constantly looking at catalogs, looking for what else we're gonna buy. That's that's what
All
we're
the
built.
emails that keep coming.
Yeah.
Sweetwater,
Sweetwater.
Guitar Center, Musicians Friend.
Musical, that's my best friend.
Oh, my
American
God.
music.
Sweetwater's become mine. Yes,
Really?
okay, and yes, okay. I've worked for.
I like them because they send you candy in the package.
Oh yeah, they do.
That's why it's
Yeah,
called.
it's a little
Yeah.
creepish to me.
Huh?
It's a little
I
creepish.
gotta get it because of the name Sweetwater.
It's like, hey, I just spent 2,000. Here's a.
Some candy.
Lollipop.
We just finished fucking you, so.
I will say this though.
You're out for the next 12 months, bitch. Here's some candy.
You're mine.
Oh, look
Get
it
over here.
It's a Tootsie Roll. What the fuck? No,
They do have Tootsie Rolls.
they do.
They do.
It's like a
And
bunch
the
of
lime, the
candies.
little pill candy too, right? With the Smarties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those
or they
Hey,
have the
luego me
little,
quieres mexicano, te
little
mandan de limón.
He said Maybe your last name is Gonzalez.
They just throw a tajín in there.
Yeah.
They'll like it. They put that shit on everything.
We do though.
So,
That's true.
what's your setup now? Because back then I think no. Did you were you carrying QSCs?
Yeah, I've always been a QSE head.
Okay.
Same here.
Um,
QSC is my favorite.
I had the JBL Ions 15 powered.
Okay.
I was running those for a little bit. The B52 Matrix system. That was a system that came with a subwoofer and 2 little 10 satellite speakers.
Okay.
That thing bumped though.
I love that. I
That
love
thing
that.
bumped
Thing.
and it was so easy to carry.
I don't know about carrying, bro, but
Moving
man.
it. It was one big unit.
But yeah, so now it's pretty much QSC everything. Although I did just start purchasing some RCF speakers.
Okay.
But yeah, QSC everything, QSC subs, tops, monitors, mixer.
What's your mixer QSC?
Yeah, the mixer that I use to run my controller and
What
You know.
controller are you using?
I have the SX3, the DBJ SX3.
Standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to buy a new controller, but everything is so backordered right now.
Oh
that-
my God, you're
You
not,
know,
you're not
they
lying.
have to wait.
I think
Jesse
that's
has a
everybody.
guy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how the
I'm
guy
looking
gets
for
it.
the new FLX10. That's the
Why
one.
is it all of us are looking at the same controller? I'm looking
I'm,
at the same
not,
one.
man, I'm probably switching up to the Rain.
It was either that or the Ring
didn't like
4,
it.
because the
I
Ring
didn't
4
like
is
it.
like pretty dope too. But I'm a Pioneer guy, to be honest. So
Don't get me wrong, dude. I love my turntables and I miss my turntables.
I don't scratch. I rarely
I,
scratch.
I do,
Yo
but
ando rascando la
es
cola
que a veces
más.
we could just that, it's
Oh,
that
los huevos.
Yeah, honestamente.
personal preference, I'm a Pioneer guy, and yeah, it was either between the FLX10 or the Flex 10 and the Ring 4, because the Ring 4 is really nice too. But
I like it.
It's kind of like too boxy for me. I don't
Yeah.
know. Rain has always been more like heavy duty, I think. And I mean, don't get me wrong, really, really nice products, but
pretty much if you're a European fanatic, you go with Rain.
Yeah.
If you're more into the Asian market, you go with Pioneer.
yeah, I mean,
That's what I've always noticed.
I've always liked
been
Pioneer.
a Pioneer.
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
What's the one with the new one after SX? Because they
Oh, the 1000.
Oh yeah, the
SRT
SRT 1000.
SRT 1000. That's the one that I'm looking at. If
I love it. I
Well,
absolutely.
you know
I don't
that
have it, but
Flex
I
10
love
is
it.
supposed to replace it. A lot of people don't like the Flex 10. They say it was unnecessary because the SRT like 1000 to me like honestly that is the perfect controller. But just because of the whole new stem system that is coming out with Serato and stuff, and I really haven't gotten the hang of it that much, but I want to check it out. Yeah, the stems.
Stems are awesome.
yeah.
So I want to like.
Stems are
That's
awesome.
what I'm saying. I want to get the Flex 10 kind of like.
I do a lot of weird shit when I mix. So
Really?
For me, the stems is perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just take the beat off and just put something else on, replace it.
Guess you're like.
And now we're getting
wants to
really
experiment
nerdy.
with other
Yeah.
stuff.
We're getting
Now
really
we're
nerdy
really-
into the.
Wait,
Everybody's
A lot of
like,
people watch
wait
it,
till-
like,
are they talking English?
Estamos
¿Qué
hablando
pedo?
francés.
that was straight up DJ talk.
Yeah. Hey, but that's the whole.
All of a
point,
sudden,
bro.
all of a sudden we drop viewers.
Everybody,
They're tuning in for the stories, and we're talking nerdy shit.
as I was saying, yeah, man. So that's my
Current
system
setup.
now. It's my current setup. My guy Luis Diaz from Los Albañiles, he's the one that put me on, and he actually broadened my horizon of live sound and different techniques and frequencies and all sorts of different information that I never knew. Big shout out to him, man, because
Yes, definitely.
I
Yep,
talk to him
yep.
on a daily. I mean, I always hit him up and I'm like, hey, check it out. I'm thinking of buying the speaker. What do you think? He siempre me dice, he's like, I don't know. They're okay. I was like, fuck, man, just tell me they're good so I could get them. everything I purchase, I'm like, hey, I'm looking at this mixer. He's like, it's good. I mean, whatever makes you happy. And I was like, oh, que la chingada. Can't somebody just tell me yes?
Like buy it, bro.
Like buy it, yeah. Here's my credit card. But yeah, big shout out to him, man. I talk to him on a frequently basis. We're always bouncing ideas of what we can do to get better. I love that guy, man. I'm not gonna cry or nothing, but
Tómale.
saca la shot.
Pues agárrale, luego, luego.
Oh shit.
No, I'm good right now.
A little later.
But yeah, that's where we're
Happy
at right
Monday.
now.
Salud, salud.
Oh yes, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
There's always an excuse, right?
And no, we're not sponsored by Modelo, even though we should be.
Yes.
That would be great.
Cut the check.
That'd be great.
If you turn to-
Let's go with my boy Johnny. My
Thank
boy
you.
Johnny. I want to hear your story, bro.
Me too.
I
I only
okay.
met Johnny about 2 weeks ago. No,
Johnny.
like a year ago, 2 years ago.
11?
I think that was the first time I met you, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, like 2 years ago, bro.
I've heard of you. I never. Majority of the DJs I've heard of, I've never got a chance to work with.
It's like for me right now, I'm meeting both of y'all for the first time, but I've been following you guys for a while.
Oh, that's kind of creepy.
Thank you, bro.
Well, you Nah,
He was,
I've been following
he was
you.
like, I've been following you guys for a couple of seconds, and I was like,
well, no,
oh
you because
shit.
obviously because of Jesse,
Oh yeah.
and because G-Mix ends up playing with where you playing at a lot of times. And
Oh
so
yeah,
does
yeah.
G, and then obviously, well, Jesse's like my big brother, like I literally.
I used to tell people he was my dad. He got really mad with that stuff. That's so cool. You guys both play together.
No, well, my
Literally.
story,
Somebody tag him.
I started DJing. I started DJing late in my life. I didn't start, DJing that early. I started DJing in 2011, if I remember correctly. That was what, 13, 12 years ago?
12 years
Yeah,
ago.
just
12 years
about.
ago?
Yeah.
How did I fall into DJing? Well, I started out helping a friend. That's how I never
Pero
really.
pégate al micrófono.
I've always been into like music and stuff. Like growing up, like you were saying, we grew up with music and our parents play, like all the good Mexican stuff. That, and not only that, like me growing up, I was always into like EDM.
Okay.
I like house music, here from Chicago, so
Yeah.
house thing has always been my thing. Growing up with the percolator, hearing all that, and just watching it on TV, watching it on MTV, and I was like, damn, that's dope. Watching DJs like Julian Jumpin' Perez back in the day, DJ Marsky on B96, all those DJs, that used to be on the radio back in the day. I remember I would even grab a cassette. You know how back in the day the cassettes you could like cover the tops with cotton,
Oh yeah.
and record the boombox.
Yup.
I would do that Friday nights, like when DJ Marsky would come on. Oh,
You're like
DJ
waiting for them to stop talking
yeah,
and hit
bro,
record.
and when
Yeah.
those like after
You're like-
10 o'clock they had those crazy mixes, I would record them, bro. I was always into that.
What are they called? The B96 Mixmasters?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I'm talking about. Like
10 o'clock every night.
Yeah, that, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the
Yeah.
WBMX mixes
Oh my
All
God.
of those.
from Oak
The
Park.
Hot Mix 5.
Yup.
Yo, shout out to those guys from Hot Mix 5, by the way.
And that
And-
guy from the Cha Cha Slide died.
Yeah, he died today.
Dude,
Rest in peace.
Casper.
Casper died today. Yeah.
That's
Rest in peace to that. I posted that earlier, and I was like, rest in peace to the godfather of house parties, bro, because you can't have a house party without the
Right.
Cha-Cha
Yeah.
and we're Mexican, so caballo dorado.
Slide. Caballo drogado. I call it caballo drogado. People trip out when I'm like, who's ready to dance? Caballo drogado.
Is that the remix?
Like, it's my remix. Like,
They're like,
Yeah,
do we need
bro,
drugs?
Caballo anda bien periqueado.
Wow. I didn't bring
Es
my
un
drugs
señor que le
today.
dicen el caballo.
But yeah, bro, I mean, that's how it was. And like I said, I was always into music, but I really didn't get into DJing like until 2011 or 2010, I would say, because 2010, like I met a friend. Shout out to my friend Tony, better known. He doesn't DJ anymore, but back then he was known like a DJ Tony Kicker Diaz.
Okay.
And he started buying, his equipment. When me and him, we would hang out and stuff. And he just told me, he's like, "Hey, bro, he's like, you want to come with me to this kid?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go with you." And back then, well, we were both starting out. Like he was too shy to get on the mic, and he would tell me, like, "Bro, like you do the mic and I do the mixing, we'll work as a tag team." And we did that for a while. And me, I was just, I would just go with him, and we would kind of like split the cost of everything, and he would give me some money at the end of the night. And I wasn't really into the whole DJing thing. I was just looking at it more like, yeah, I'll go help with my friend.
For fun. And
Yo voy
your
con el
boy,
DJ,
right?
I'll get shit faced with him, like
Yeah.
back in the day, just kind of like party with him.
Sure.
But
And that's why they call us
slowly,
los borrachos.
slowly but surely, like I just like started emceeing for him, and people would tell me, "Hey, you sound good on the mic.
He does actually,
Yeah.
Mhm.
You sound good on the mic. You're pretty good."
and that's not because he gave me $20 before we got here, but he does sound really good. on the
And
mic.
so then after a while, like another friend hit me up. He was another DJ back then. He was known as DJ Jaguar. He doesn't DJ anymore, but back then he's like, "Hey, bro," he's like, "I'm selling some old DJ equipment. You want to buy it?" And he had like we were talking about the old school Gemini speakers, the big ass cabinets, bro. Back in the day, that you
Those
had
square
to,
boxes.
they came with an amplifier. You had to hook up an
Yes.
amplifier to them. So he's like, "I'll give you the mixer, the amplifier, and the two speakers for $500 back then."
That was a
That was a
deal.
good deal.
That was a deal.
So I was like, and I already knew how it was, like, because I had done gigs like that with my friend. I was like, yeah, fuck it, like, what I got to lose, I'll just do it, and I did, bro. But I didn't like back then, like I had no idea like how to like really DJ or blend music and stuff like that. So I bought myself the CDJs, bro. That's what I started. I started with the equipment I bought from him, just the sound.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get into it, I gotta learn how to mix. So yeah, I ended up getting the Pioneer, the CDJs, the 800s. That's what I started with.
Yep. Those gray ones.
Yeah, bro.
I miss those. There was a point where those were actually better than the 1000s.
And the Pioneer mixer that I had the 700, bro. And that's what I learned with.
Again, the silver one.
Yeah, the silver one. That's what I learned with to mix songs and stuff like that. And back then I was still using CDs, bro. Like I wasn't using like laptops or a computer or anything like that. I started, like beat matching off of CDs, with the CDJs and whatnot, and that's how I was mixing. I still have fucking cases of CDs, bro. I probably have like 700 CDs.
Yeah.
Of like just my music, because I used to burn back, with LimeWire back in the day. Like, all the MP3s. And the thing too that I forgot to mention.
How many viruses?
The promo only.
Bro, even before starting to DJ, I would like collect a shitload of music because I was always into my music and just for me for personal use, I burned a lot of CDs.
Oh yeah.
A lot of music.
Oh yeah.
But it wasn't until I really started DJing that I started learning more about the right music to download. MP3s, like you say, don't order, don't download like crappy ass music, like especially from YouTube and stuff like that.
256 kbps and up.
Yeah.
Because they would have some that were like fucking 72 the fucking
kbps.
yes.
The
kilobytes per
And then the song would start and it would sound like, why did I just download and fucking delete and start all over?
So I was saying, slowly but surely, I me aventé, bro. Like, I was like, I'll do it. And 2011, I still remember January 2011 was when I bought that sound system off my buddy, and I started doing private gigs. And like same thing like what you were saying back then, when I was barely, learning how to mix, how to get better at music, how to DJ and stuff like that. I was only charging like $150 for like 6 hours, bro.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
$150, bro.
And that was a deal, bro.
And then I went from like $150 to $200, and I stayed like that for a while because it's like, como dices tú, like you doubt yourself, you don't really think you're a good DJ. Pero también lo que yo hacía, bro, like no es por nada, pero like yo sí me encerraba en mi cuarto, bro. Like and I would practice.
For hours. Bro.
Practice. And
The practice time was the fun time.
Studio también, and I kept getting better, bro. And me myself, like I would surprise myself when I was like actually mixing.
Yes.
And that's like the best feeling in the
exciting,
world,
yeah.
bro. Like when you're like
learning
when you
new
listen
shit,
to
you're
it,
like,
or when you're like even when you're like live and you're like, I did that, that's pretty cool. And then so that's how I started off, by being like a backyard DJ, you could say, like a
¿Cómo le llamamos antes? Los bedroom DJs.
ándale, o bedroom DJs también, and then just taking private events, bro. And then like in, I don't remember, I think 2012 or 2013, I met Eddie Ortiz, bro. Saludos al compa Eddie Ortiz, Eddie Ortiz.
Vámonos con
I was
Eddie.
actually, yeah, vámonos con Eddie. Saludos a ese amigazo, man, y and it's actually funny because yo estaba con mi amigo Tony en una quinceañera, bro. Y Eddie llegó ahí nada más, él creo que puso sonido para la banda, porque ese día iban a tener una banda en vivo. Y Eddie llegó allí con Event Ortiz a poner sonido para la banda. Y ese día a mí me tocó pusar el MC de la noche porque, pues te digo, yo iba con mi amigo Tony y he was the DJ and I was just the MC. So ese día en la quinceañera, I did my thing, like I MC'd or whatever. And then I met Eddie, te digo, and we just kind of like hit it off. He hit me up a few days later and he's like, hey bro, he's like, I like what you do on the mic. He's like, you got that charisma. Like, he's like, would you like to work for me? He's like, I need someone, dependable, that I can rely on, for gigs and stuff like that. And the thing that inspired me most about Eddie, bro, when I met him was that he was very professional. Eddie, he would show up to a gig siempre con el
Bien vestido, bro.
Bien vestido, bro.
Sure.
And that's something that I learned from him. And he's like, every time, preséntate. Como que
Buena
vas,
presencia.
sí,
Sure.
looking good, looking sharp, and
Not like Whopper and shit.
Yeah, no. I just be like, where do you guys want me to set up? Literally like this.
yeah, bro.
You're like,
No, pelo, llega ahí.
hey, is this the party y'all hired me for? Whack ass place. I've been here before.
Salón culero.
I'll be like, oh, great, Rose and Melrose.
Oh,
no. So glad it closed. So glad when I heard it closed.
Oh my God!
I
thank
remember
God.
playing in that place. That's how long I haven't.
I remember breaking my back in that place, bro.
Yup.
Everybody.
I remember setting
Because
up.
dicen que los culos no dejan usar el elevador.
That
¿verdad?
used to be From my
had
understanding,
an
that
elevator?
used to be a bowling alley turned banquet hall, right? That's why it was like in the basement, because it was like a bowling alley back in the day. That's what I heard.
That makes sense.
And
does.
yeah, but oh, fuck that place.
I remember we did a quinceañera there, me and my guy Louis, and we went.
What was your extra fee to DJ there? How much extra would you
I would
charge?
always double it.
Double it,
I
right?
would always double it. I'd be like, hey, you're looking at $2,000, you're looking at 2,500, $3,000,
Yeah.
and I hate it.
Por
'cause
no
some-
ir, y te
por
los
no ir,
pagaban
and they're
más.
like, okay, sure, and I was like, what's it?
Sí, nada más no ir, pero no, pues, a veces te tocaban los clientes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero-
Yes.
Man, we got there, we set up.
But then you also had your clients that they didn't understand what we were trying to tell them and explain to them
Yes.
about the fucking stairs. What do you mean? Like, no, we'll help you.
No, you.
It's not
No,
about
you
that.
won't.
At
No,
the
you
end of the
won't.
night, when you're drunk as shit, you're gonna help me?
Nope.
I don't think so. So,
Yes, sir.
They're the first ones to.
I'm gonna.
y te digo, bro. So I started working with Eddie from Evento Ortiz, bro. And I met a whole bunch of people there también after working with Eddie. He gave me the opportunity to start working at Martini Club.
Yes,
He
that's
was,
where I remember you from.
he was at Martini Club working with the guys from Boardroom.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to all the guys, from BRBL,
Yes, sir.
compa Eddie,
Compa Eddie.
compa
Yes,
Carlitos,
sir.
Oh, yeah.
compa Juan también, todo, yo los conocí todos allá en
Sí, I remember.
Boardroom, and that's pretty much how I started, bro, like así ya bien, porque yo te digo, antes yo nada más tocaba en
Privadas.
privadas, bro, I was the backyard DJ, like yo nunca me
Sí.
imaginé llegar a tocar en un escenario, en un nightclub, en
Yeah.
una barra, bro.
Whole different vibe, right?
Sí, bro,
Oh
it's a
my
whole
God.
different,
Drunk
that's what I
vibes.
mean, like, drunk vibes,
Party
you know?
vibes.
Party vibes.
A lo que iba uno.
You could be drunk and you're still having a fun time.
Pedo y pinche perico, chingue tu madre.
Man,
Hablas de experiencia, ¿verdad, güey?
there are so many women.
Chingue su madre, andaban las bolsitas floating in the urinals.
Están nevando.
Crazy,
You
crazy,
see like
bro.
fucking 5 bags in the urinal trying to pee
They
on
had-
them and shit.
Shout out to those guys, te digo, los guys
Oh,
de
shit.
Boardroom, BRBL, and they gave me the opportunity, bro, because after that también te digo, I started working for Martini Club, through the guys from Boardroom. También conocí allí a Beto de Party Time Promotion, shout out
Yes,
to
sir.
him, and they started hiring me at Martini Club. Yeah, after that, I think Boardroom left Martini, yo me quedé en Martini, bro.
You still safe?
Yeah, DJ Kiz, shout out to my homie DJ Kiz. DJ Kiz was the manager at the time of the Martini, that I was there at Martini, and he's the one that gave me the opportunity to really get my feet wet and to like being con el nightclub industry, because when I was at Martini with the guy with Evento Ortiz, I was only doing like the Mazda side. Pero ya cuando te digo, like after DJ Kiz brought me on board, he was like, you're gonna have to do
Certain
all the
rooms,
rooms,
certain-
all the rooms. Like, I
Oh,
rotate my
shit,
DJs.
okay.
It's like you're gonna have to learn, or just be prepared to DJ in any room I put you in. And ever since then, yo también even when I started DJing, like yo nunca me he aferrado nada más a un género de música. Like yo siempre I've been open-minded and I consider myself an open format DJ. I DJ everything, and I mean, and when I say everything, I mean English and Spanish. Like
Yeah.
those are the languages that I know, pero other music, like, the otros idiomas también. I even have a library of like Polish music, Brazilian music, yeah, bro, all of that. And
Haven't
it's
done
funny,
Polish
yeah,
before.
I'm gonna say that up next because I worked at a Middle Eastern nightclub.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
There's
I was,
a Middle Eastern nightclub in
yeah, what's
Chicago.
the-
Wait, what?
Alhambra, bro, Alhambra Palace. You never?
Oh,
heard of
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's-
never
think
been
it's on
there.
Taylor. It's a really nice
Yeah.
place. It's a beautiful venue.
Didn't somebody get shot over there?
In front, I believe.
Damn.
Esa es la 26, vale.
No, that's over there.
I think you're right.
Yeah, or stabbed or some shit like that. Something happened
I know
last
something
year
went down.
at that
I
club
think
where
it was in
think
front of
Bro, nightclub in Chicago, nightclub that there's a stabbing at.
Yeah, or a shooting.
Or shooting.
in Chicago.
Or a roof caving.
But yeah, bro. So I was, those were my Martini days. I was there, and then también I just ever since then, bro, like up until 2017, bro, I've been living off of DJing, bro. I haven't had a regular.
That's
I haven't
badass,
had a
bro.
regular job in like 6 years. Like,
That is
thank
fucking
God.
badass, bro.
That's where you know you've made it.
That's dope.
Poquito, like
That's
I've
dope.
That's where you know you've made it.
I've
Yeah.
been living off of DJing, and then it was the Saco Martini, and I kept doing. I've always done private gigs since
Yeah.
I started DJing. That's my bread and butter, bro. Like yo siempre he hecho weddings, quinceañeras, y todo eso. Y siempre que se sale la oportunidad de poder trabajar en un bar o un nightclub, if it can fit my schedule or if I can take it, I'll do it because como te digo, I do this full time, and I've been doing it full time for 6 years now. And so after that, también during my Martini days, conocí a mi boy DJ Arctic.
Okay.
Shout out to DJ Arctic.
Shout
Pero
out.
after that también conocí a mi one of my best friends that I would consider my best friend right now. His name is DJ Smurf. Shout out to my homie DJ Smurf.
Saludos.
He took me aboard, bro, at La Vaca Margarita Bar.
Yes, sir.
That's in Pilsen. Shout out to all the staff from La Vaca también, you know. And I've been with him for a while now. At first, like, he would just invite me to DJ there, and I would go help him out. But yeah, I've been on board with him for like the last 2 years. Like, for sure. I've had residency at La Vaca for 2 years, and you know, thanks to him, I'm there. Y confío en mi trabajo y todo eso. So eso, y como te digo, también el compa Eddie de Boardroom, bro, porque el compa Eddie de Boardroom también
Yes.
me ha pasado gigs.
You were
de vez en
just there
cuando.
in El Kermés.
Sí,
We just
bro,
saw each
con
other at
los
Kermés,
festivales,
bro.
gracias a Dios, el festival es esta semana, bro. Me and Danny are gonna be there. El de Pinche Festival.
That's
So-
this guy over here with the hat.
DJ Whopper.
Yeah.
El guap.
That's the festival, you know, Danny también, perdón, Eddie nos ha brindado la comedia, más que nada a mí me la ha brindado año tras año de invitarme al festival, y también I've DJed for his family, you know, and he's helped me out with a few gigs and stuff like that, so shout out to him, you know. También, and that's where I've been at, bro, just doing my thing ahorita, como te digo, just up to now, just doing private events, DJing in Pilsen, and whatever I can
Well,
get, bro.
yeah.
I'm making a living off this shit, so.
Yeah, bro. Y eso como que once you have that type of job that you're a full-time DJ, you know, it can become a little harder because you depend on it, you know, your family and everything you do. It affects if you don't push yourself, right?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
don't
it does.
promote yourself, if you don't promote, you know, it doesn't nunca, ¿cómo se puede decir? It doesn't puta madre, how can I explain this? Como que tocar puertas, it's not a bad thing, even with you guys having so much years behind,
No,
you know,
no.
because it opens another opportunity.
You never stop
Like, with
promoting
you
yourself.
guys.
Definitely.
You never stop promoting yourself in
Yes,
this business.
exactly.
Yep.
The moment you stop is the moment everything starts
Yeah,
going
bro,
downhill.
yeah.
It's all about who you know, not what you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, that's a very big case here in Chicago. Yeah, you gotta fucking
You gotta know
You gotta
people to
build
let you
bridges,
in, man.
bro.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yup.
You have to build bridges all the time, bro.
all the time.
What's your setup right now?
So my setup?
What's up? What's your
What you
setup?
got? What you got?
Thanks for asking, Danny.
What you got?
I'm a QSE man myself. My entire setup is QSE.
Okay.
I offer different packages in my DJing. Like if it's a private event, like yo ahorita ya tengo, gracias a Dios, ya he invertido mucho dinero en mi equipo. Y ahorita, como tú ya son más de 10 años, and I probably got invested, fuck, a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But
Don't say it, your wife might be watching.
but
Things you have hidden.
I know my wife is gonna get mad all the money I spend on DJ here and stuff. No,
No.
real talk though, my girl does support me, bro. Like ella también a veces, like even on my birthday, like she's hooked me up, bro. Like she knows like how much it costs, and she helped me
Keeper.
out.
She's a keeper.
Keeper.
Shout out to my girl Elsie. I love you.
Porque a veces.
My birthday's coming up. I'm
Hey,
his
ella
friend.
ella me apoya,
Christmas.
ella me apoya,
Hey, a
y sí,
veces
también.
llegas con una caja. ¿Y ahora qué compraste?
No, I sent her a link, bro. Like, hey, my birthday's coming up, or like, it's like.
Here's your
Le
option.
mando ahí.
Here's your option.
We just set up
your
the
wish list.
$50. Yeah,
Le
bro.
mandas el wish list.
Yeah, bro, pero sí me apoya ella, bro. Like,
No,
me
that's
apoya
good.
mucho.
That's
y-
good, brother.
You know, and it's like, yeah, bro.
You
pero-
need that support, bro.
But,
You're
como
gonna
digo,
think
pero
of-
my whole setup, bro, like it's QSCs, you know, QSC tops, QSC subwoofers. I have my TVs también, bro. I got, you know, I
Yeah, you got a really nice setup.
mucho dinero invertido, bro. Yeah, visually and you know, con sonido y todo, bro. Pero yeah, what I use to mix right now is también the one you have, bro. What is it, SX3?
Mhm.
That's the one I use. I wanna buy the Flex 10 to digo when I get the chance. Hook me up with that contact. I wanna get it.
Yeah, they know somebody. I don't know if it's somebody at Guitar Center or somebody at Seawater that like.
Let me know. Yeah, pero
Jesse, hook them up.
Jesse, saludos, Jesse.
Let me get 10%.
20.
Yeah, I'm a Pioneer guy, bro. I love Pioneer. That's my thing.
Nice. Yeah.
And then, like I said, that's pretty much it. I'm still
That's
ando persiguiendo la chuleta, bro, every day.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Trying to
Bad-
get as
badass
much
thing.
as possible,
I love chuletas. Fucking great.
What's for dinner?
Yeah, definitely, bro. Let's go to my boy Eddie.
I'm probably the most boring out of all these two, out of us three. But no, I've actually I've been into music my entire life. I actually started in the school band, playing the trombone. The wow,
De varilla.
huevo. I was actually in a rock band in high school for
Nice.
a brief moment because I play guitar. And ahora pues, también soy
Just
baterista.
show off.
Nah, dude, I suck.
Were you,
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
were you a cool band or were you like?
We made it to one gig. and then the drummer got hit with a drug bust.
Oh,
Done. Se acabó el sueño del rockero.
Wow.
No, de hecho, a comparación de ustedes que son de más house music and hip hop over here in Chicago, I'm from the suburbs. I'm from Elgin, so I'm a rockero de corazón. Like my growing up, it was Maná, it was Héroes del Silencio, it was El Tri.
bro, I grew up. I mean,
My cousins, but then at the same time, I got my parents listening to Trio Calaveras y Trio Los Trio and Trio Los Panchos.
Have you ever been to a Mago de Oz concert?
Yes, I have.
Bro,
Con El
fucking
Tri,
amazing.
con Inspector,
Tri,
con Lira and Roll. I was the only one coreando every single Mago de Oz song.
My favorite are Ángeles del Infierno.
Yes.
That's my favorite, bro.
Dude, me and Maldo would be jamming. Like, there was days when we would get off of work.
I had my rock ears too, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, growing up, I did have my rock
I was a
ears.
punk guy because, most people don't know this, but I grew up with basically white people because I was in a private school.
You said Elgin. I mean,
Yeah.
Nah.
Elgin.
I was
what
more
is it?
paisa than anything now.
Really?
Oh, now,
Oh my
yeah.
God, yeah, dude.
Oh, wow.
No, pero Los Bookies was a staple. I've been to, ahora que regresaron, I was here in Chicago and I went to see them in Mexico City, which topped the Chicago concert
Of
big time.
course, of
Had to,
course.
bro,
Come
the way
on,
they
they're
treat
están
you.
en casa, están en
Oh
casa,
my
están en
God.
casa.
Homecoming.
No, y aparte their setup, bro. Audio setup en México, ¿cómo, güey? Me imagino que eran como unos 7 trailers, güey, for sure.
Dude, let me put it this way. They use a Vertex system. Yes, I actually was that there to go find out what they're using. Vertex system, Digicoast mixer. You're talking a whole Shure PSM like 9,000 setup. Like their in-ear setup was like $2,000-$3,000 per person. All right. The speakers that they had about 20 line arrays plus the ones in the backfield plus the side fills. I mean, you're talking at least like a million,
Azteca, right?
a good million. Oh my
That was
God.
Azteca, right?
Yes.
The production that goes into
Yes.
concerts of that level,
Yes.
bro, is crazy.
Oh,
I've
El
done myself, like,
Azteca, güey. El Azteca, how many does
it is
have?
crazy.
Like 80,000.
Yeah, just like
And they
86,000.
packed the fuck
It was
out
sold
of
out for sure.
Oh
That was a full.
Dude, a week before Bad Bunny, and Bad Bunny's concert was a complete and total train wreck. Yeah, bow down, motherfuckers. Anyways,
Yeah.
no,
you don't like the Bad Bunny concert? Or what,
I didn't go.
No, it's because
No, hold on.
hicieron un desmadre with
Con los
tickets,
tickets.
bro.
Oh, that's what you're talking
They were
about.
yeah,
right?
they were
Tickets,
scamming,
yeah,
And I was
tickets.
I was actually trying to come back to that
I
day.
thought you didn't like the concert. That
Oh
you
no,
went
I
to.
wanted to. I wanted to go to that concert. Don't get me wrong. Bad Bunny's got a badass production too.
Yeah.
But anyways, no, I've been DJing since 2009, and I got started because I was in a band, and I would always be practicing at home con la guitarra y con, playing music. Mi pa, gracias a Dios, mi pa, me compró un little Harbinger all-in-one type of setup, like the B52, but without the subs, so I can plug my guitar and my microphone in and kind of practice. That was my first DJ
That
setup,
B52 system was dope, right? At
Oh
the
my
time,
God, yeah.
With the built-in subwoofer.
and I
you know how much that was?
never bought it.
I never bought it either, but I used to work with it because I was working at this restaurant and they had it, bro.
Yeah.
Yo llegaba allá a tocar, and I had never seen it hasta que lo vi. I'm like, wait a minute. So this is like the whole setup with the speakers and then the sub. Very compact.
Oh my God, it was awesome.
It,
No, it was
and
awesome.
for it to be 52. Sonaba bien, güey.
Yeah.
A mí me gustaba esa voz.
Dude, yeah, I do.
So-
remember.
bien.
Hasta el grupo los traían, güey.
Yeah.
So ahora que andaba en México a few years ago for my cousin's wedding, I was just the MC. I didn't play or anything like that. Y el DJ de allá tenía two setups, two B52 setups, and that was his sound system. I was like, damn, these things are still going on.
Hey, they're
Y en México,
power,
como
bro.
las arreglan
Those-
cada
Added
ratillo.
power.
Yeah, eso, they repair them.
Everything.
They blow, reparar.
That's one thing that I forgot to mention. Like when I started también, starting with like passive speakers con los amplificadores too, bro. It was a bitch back then. When I started, used to have my friend Tony.
The racks, bro.
Those racks, those cabinets,
So
those
fucking
speakers.
heavy,
Oh my
bro.
God.
They were heavy, brother.
Those crown amps.
Oh,
No.
I have
the
now.
old school
QSDs.
QSPs.
The only thing
Yeah.
I could put-
Those RMX amps. I still have one.
Yeah,
That's my monitor mixes.
Holy fuck.
No, pero lo que pasó es que yo tengo un tío en Kankakee, Illinois. Man, I used to be in Kankakee every 2 weekends porque la familia, mi mamá y mi papá, eran esa familia que padrinos para esto, padrinos, cada pinche quinceañera, 6, 7 quinceañeras in one summer. De mis papás were padrinos for something. So my uncle was a DJ in Kankakee. And me being the shy guy, because I was the only child in my family, I was the shy guy, I didn't talk to nobody. So mi tío, eso venía con mi tío. And me daba una lámpara. Ponte a buscar ese disco. Ponte a buscar ese disco. You know what? I'm going to the bathroom. Hit play when that song's over. That was how it started. I got home and I was that guy that would always make like, you remember how cheesy some of us were back in the day? I don't know about y'all, but making little mixtapes for the girls that you
Yeah.
liked.
Yeah.
So mixtapes with the cassettes, así era.
I love
Grababa.
you. Right in the-
I
Yep.
love you. Give me a chance.
For your ears only.
Loco for you mix.
I bring the CDs.
Yeah.
I bring the CDs.
Con los corazoncitos en la bahía.
Bro, I'm talking elementary school.
Throwing the little precious moments in there.
Yes. No, so así empecé. Ya lo que pasa es de que llegó un punto where I was like just playing music at people's houses. And that's how I got started. And then luego, la quinceañera de mi prima, mi tío knew that I was in a dance crew back in the day. Shout out Fuego Latino, guys. All right.
Fuego Latino.
Fuego
Oye,
Latino in Elgin.
¿Se quitaron la ropa o no?
A huevo.
Ooh.
OnlyFans, pre-OnlyFans.
Free OnlyFans.
It was free.
It was free. Free. Only free. Free
No,
men.
so le estaba haciendo el vals a mi prima.
Okay.
Y en eso dice mi tío, hijo, ¿tienes bocinas? Well, can you play the music at the quinceañera? So yo dije, tío, no tengo bocinas para un salón grande. I mean, cómprame las bocinas and I'll do it.
Holy shit.
Instead of paying me, buy my speakers. That's what he did.
Holy
He bought me my first set of Harbingers. Those little 200-watt Harbingers that were like, you drop them and they still sounded decent. Well, not really decent. What we thought was
We
decent.
thought it was decent at the time, yeah.
So, mi ma dije, ma, no tengo para, no he borrado dinero, ocupo un controlador. What's that for? Ya sabes las mamás. My dad's like, cómpraselo because he's going to make money off of it. Órale.
Okay.
We got a little remember the Hercules RMX? The little gray one?
Yeah, the little one.
My first controller.
That was a little beast for the
Oh.
time. Cuando salió, I remember that little controller.
I have 4 of them now.
I started on a Numark.
That's my
así
backup.
también.
That's
Like
my
after
backup to the
when I started
backup.
buying controllers, like I started on
I started on a Numark as well.
Mix Track Pro, I think.
Yep.
My first
That
mixer.
came with Serato DJ.
Ya cuando de veras quise como meterme en este pedo, that's what I bought.
Virtual DJ.
Virtual DJ.
All right, you guys. I'm about to be the one that gets knocked here, but I still use virtual.
Really?
I won't. Here's the thing.
What's wrong with that?
You'd be surprised how many DJs, because I'm also an MC for quinceañeras. Una vez un DJ de Indiana me dijo, ¿y si sabe hablar? And I'm like, well, lo contrataron, so I'm guessing so, because I still worked for the dance crew even years later as an MC. So that's how I stayed in the business. Llegó un punto donde yo estaba, ya cuando me compraron las bocinas, ahora sí el otro tío, hey, vete a tocar a la casa. Like, ¿cuánto me cobra? Tío, dame lo que sea. I'm going to be there anyway, so might as well just
But see, yeah,
give
you're right.
$50, $70 in the backyard of my aunt's house. Shout out to mi tío y mi tía that honestly supported me from day one, trying to give me gigs y recomendándome con otra gente, igual mis papás.
Con la gente del trabajo.
Yeah, no, seriously, that's how it
Yeah,
was.
mira,
yeah.
así es.
It got to
Oiga, mi sobrino toca.
it was
Es DJ.
exactly, and there was times when I didn't want to take that big ass speakers because they were loud for a house party. So me llevaba mi stereo de the little small speakers y conectaba un car subwoofer a un house head y así
Que
es.
se escuchara,
Ah,
¿verdad?
bueno,
Que
se
hiciera-
escuchara el bass.
Yes.
And those were my first gigs, bro. Like charging like 60, 70, $80 lo que me daban
For hours, right?
for like 5-6 hours hasta las 2, 3 de la mañana.
Yeah.
Like
Y luego,
literally.
imagínate, de comer gratis, peda gratis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A veces salíamos pedísimos.
It's funny you mentioned that, bro, because I have something to say about that. Isn't it funny how, I don't know if it's happening to you, you know, you do gigs también así, pero como la gente, bro, que a veces, like, vas a un evento para una familia and they're like, hay veces que llegas y you don't expect it, you know, and they treat you like a king, bro. Like, they offer you liquor.
Son muy
Agradecidos.
agradecidos
bro.
y tienen ese respeto
Para nuestro
a su
oficio.
fiesta.
Sí, bro.
Y su fiesta, pues, cuando es que muchas familias, la mayoría, because
Sí, la mayoría.
I'll
Sí, la
tell
mayoría.
the story something. I'm not bashing on what happened this weekend, but son muchas veces que te tratan muy bien.
Sí.
¿Por qué? Porque eres su invitado, aparte vas a trabajar, te tratan, la mayoría siempre te
Son
van a tratar-
conscientes de que estás ahí
Yes.
trabajando.
y aparte siempre un plato de comida,
Ujú.
Aunque sea un vaso de agua, una cerveza, lo que sea.
Porque no les ha
un agua,
pasado.
te arriman.
¿No te les han pasado que van a una fiesta and you're also an invited guest apart from being the DJ y el salón dice, they just see you as a worker y no te quieren nadie ni comer?
Yeah.
Sí, sí.
That happens at some banquet halls.
Yeah.
Eso
Yeah.
sí.
That depends.
But a lot of the parties that I go to, the people are.
Yeah, they're
I
awesome.
think
know-
it's like a 90% thing. right?
Yeah.
They're like,
95.
dude,
Yeah.
luego a veces también te toca esa gente que ni te ofrecen ni un vaso de
Yup,
agua. Estás
yup.
ahí
Happened to us this
6,
weekend,
7
bro.
horas
To be honest,
y ni un pinche vaso de agua te ofrecen.
Oh, yeah.
that happened
Mhm.
to us this weekend. I mean, everybody, like, maybe they're too busy,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
mean, I understand, you know, because
we were about to start playing. We set up. We got there a little early. I ran to the bar because they did. Porque a veces apenas vas llegando y ya te están ofreciendo.
sí, sí, sí.
You know, you're not even set up yet.
They're like, "Vérense,
Yo-
vénganse
yo
a
They're
también.
la-"
like, vengan a echar un trago,
cuando
ya,
los
¿qué nos van a
eventos
empezar? You know, type of thing. But, no sé, me arrimé al bar and I told the girl, hey, we're about to play. Somos los del grupo, ¿nos puedes dar 4 cervezas? And if I didn't ask for 4 more in the middle of the set, they wouldn't have brought us. We
That's crazy.
wouldn't
Mhm.
have anything. And earlier we were on our group chat with the band, and I was like, hey, pues hay que llevar unas oros, se me antojaron unas oros. And technically, sometimes we do take our own beer, you know?
Yep.
And like after Saturday, I was like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna buy a cooler, and we're gonna start bringing our own drinks,
Yep.
bro.
Yep.
Just for the
No
things
por
of
si
it.
acaso.
Yeah, just
Yo
in case
cuando-
type of thing. Pero pues que nosotros pues también a veces pues we're gonna be drinking, you know?
Mhm.
Like maybe we don't want water, maybe
Yep.
we want drink. Y pues a veces
And
no te
people
van a,
sometimes-
no siempre te van a dar.
Hay veces que nos ven mal si nos estamos echando un trago o lo que sea. Pero like, y'all remember, we're also human. Y si nosotros estamos en ambiente, trust me, you're gonna be in ambiente.
Yeah.
I DJ better when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Sometimes I do
You
too.
gotta have that spike in you. You
Yo
have,
cuando
you
hago
gotta
un
have that
evento,
little
yo nunca voy con la esperanza de que me den de tomar o de que me den de comer. Like, yo voy a lo que voy, ¿verdad? A hacer mi trabajo, pero a veces, pues, como uno dice, pues, también en la situación, se we're outside, you know, como te digo, como dices tú, 90% of the time,
No está
you know,
tan bien.
los clientes, sí, you know,
Yeah,
they
they're
treat
like,
you well, bro, like, you know, they take care of
Un
you.
plato de
Pero you look at those
comida,
people a
¿quieres una
veces,
cerveza?
que un vaso
La
de
prima.
agua, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm
Right?
not
obligated either, you
no,
know,
but no,
'cause
they're not
paying you.
obligated, of course not. They're
But-
not
Hey,
obligated.
nos
But
están
like,
pagando.
what I'm trying to say is, like, it's the thought that counts, you know?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Thank
yeah,
you, like, you know?
definitely. But
Como-
sometimes you can understand them in one
Yeah,
point. 'Cause
yeah.
They're busy. It's their
I
Exactly.
love parties
I'm not-
myself, and I know how
they
it is.
forget.
Oh my
they
God,
forget.
yeah.
I know how it is. You know,
Wow.
I've done parties
You
myself.
know.
Hosting is hard.
Hay veces que uno le, como cuando hacemos fiestas nosotros para nuestra familia, lo que sea, le dices a un primo, asegúrate que los de la banda, los del DJ,
Hasta el
tengan de
taquero,
tomar.
bro,
Yeah.
algo. De toda la gente que
Yeah.
está ahí, sí me explico. Yo cuando tengo fiesta, lo que si es el taquero, si es el DJ o el grupo, que coman también, you know.
Es que uno
It's not just
nosotros
me.
sabemos que
Yeah, es que
En esto-
nosotros vivimos por eso.
Yeah, claro.
yo igual cuando tengo fiestas creo que estoy tratando mejor a los grupos
Que los
Porque-
invitados.
sí, ¿por qué? Porque you're
Yo
just-
soy- somos
Yeah, hey, bro, you're good. Tell me why. I tell you a quick story. We went to a party when I played for a little bit with La Bandeña.
Yep.
Right before COVID started. We went to a house. We went to go play. I think we were going to play 2 hours. When we got there, el señor tenía una hielera nada más para nosotros con una botella del 70.
¡A
Oh,
huevo!
Y una hielera.
Bro, I've had
That's love.
customers.
Chavos, aquí se van a poner, ahí está su hielera de ustedes. Si se les acaba y
huevo.
quieren más, me avisan.
I've had customers
I
that,
was like,
that
holy
they've
fuck,
asked me, they buy
dude,
me bottles.
Y
They're like,
ese
what do you
pinche
drink, bro?
día no nos acabamos la botella, hay que,
That's
nomás le
good,
bajamos
yeah.
un tanto así. Y yo, no, llévensela, no, ¿para qué chinga? Y se la dejamos la botella, but most of the beer was out, but imagínate ese trato, they thought about you, you haven't even got
Yup.
there,
Yup.
pero una hielerita, you know, it's
I've
like,
had those clients too, bro. You know, that que ya con una botella que toma, compa, o que le gusta. Y también, even, you know, just recently I had a gig all the way out to Gurnee, bro. And the guy, you know, that hired me, he was like, "What do you drink, bro?" I'm like, and I told him right now, my thing is Modelo Oro right now. And he bought me a 12-pack, bro. He had a 12-pack waiting for me. That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
A
little details like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It makes us feel good when we're playing at your party.
exactly.
Yeah.
A huevo. No, but
Exactly.
for real.
Hasta tú dices, "Ay,
they're very
yeah,
considerate,
yeah,
that's
bro."
all.
Like, all right, I'm gonna do my job.
I'm gonna do it better than
I'm
normal,
a DJ for real today.
more better.
Check it out. I
I'm
might
not
only
gonna put on a mix.
I'm only gonna do an hour of Spotify.
No mames. No, pero ya después de eso, pues empecé a tocar en fiestecillas y todo y gracias a Dios me empezó a ir bien. Sí, ya empezó a subir el precio, 200. Pero luego llegó el punto porque tanta gente que estaba empezando a tocar, all the laptop DJs started coming out. No, pues yo toco en tu fiesta por 100. The price started going down and I'm like, it's not worth it anymore. So en ese momento empecé a trabajar en rumbas, que después sigue su control, porque se cerró VIP. ¿Te acuerdas? Antro VIP en Schaumburg, pues se cerró.
Yes, sir,
So
I remember
Maldo
that.
y Charlie se fueron, y Beto se fueron para rumbas. And they started doing events.
Was that Control?
Yeah, before they changed the name to Control. It was
I
the same
don't think
place.
I played it.
You never played at rumbas because no hacíamos en música en vivo todavía.
Yeah, okay.
And the only ones that would play were Plan de Ataque.
Okay.
All right, PDA.
Yeah.
So ya después de eso, ya me empecé a juntar con toda la bola. And Maldo me empezó a jalar. Dijo, vente a trabajar. I need a job. All right, cool. I need some side money. I was a barback.
Okay.
But then somebody told him that I knew how to run lights, program my lights. Okay, I programmed the lights. Luego de ahí empecé de ingeniero con Raúl, con Osorio.
Okay.
So Osorio would run sound and I was just, because he was, sorry Raúl, it was taking just a little too long to get the music on.
Yeah.
So ahí voy yo. I know how to plug everything in. Poco a poco me empezó a meter más en la consola because I already knew a little bit, but not enough to really say I'm comfortable yet.
Yeah.
Ahí me empezó, gracias a Raúl y gracias a G-Mix, me empezaron a quitar ese miedo de estar en la consola,
Y luego live, right?
en live. So,
Was it regional
yeah,
at that time?
it was in el cuarto grande,
Oh, okay.
where you play now.
Yeah,
Where you
yeah,
play
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So that,
Y esos son, ya eran bandas, bro. You're
Yeah.
talking about 18 channels. 16
yup,
channels.
24, 32 channel board,
you-
the Allen and Heath.
And you learned
32.
all
I think the
Yup.
most I did when I started the ingeniero, bro, I did probably like 16 because for the banda it was one mic for
Everything.
clarinetes,
Yeah.
one for each.
I still do it like that, and it sounds better than when you freaking mic up 24 channels. You know what I'm saying? A veces que you overdo it and you forget that simplicity is key. A lot of us sometimes
Basics.
overdo it, even as DJs.
Basics.
Sometimes we want to go all out, and that's the problem right now that I see with a lot of DJs is because they want to go all out and they overthink everything. And sometimes you show up with two robots, two freaking par cans, a simple setup of speakers and yourself, more than what you need, and it looks beautiful and it looks elegant. And as long as
Sounds
you're doing,
good.
as long as you're doing your job, you're good.
Yeah.
As long as
Dress
it's a
for
clean
you.
setup too.
Exactly.
Because a veces también you
Clean.
got your DJs that got cables everywhere and
'Cause
shit like that. You know,
I'll
like,
be-
they
I'll
got
be
the cords,
honest.
extension cords. Like
I'm still hurting for that because I'm still not at that level again because I have to reacclimate myself.
Yeah.
All right, pero siempre una cosa que siempre dije, los cables tienen que tratar de estar lo mejor,
Sí.
aunque no tenga cable ties. You know?
Like you say, it doesn't matter if it's a small setup or it's a big setup. As long as it's a nice little clean setup
Yup.
that looks professional,
Yup.
that goes a long way.
Oh hell yeah.
Even if it's a wedding, you don't need something.
Exactly.
You don't need big
Extravagant.
fancy.
Es
No.
que
Mira los
dependiendo del
güeros.
salón, bro.
Mira los
Dependiendo del
güeros.
salón.
Dos bocinas and they're paying you $1,500
Sí,
como si
bro.
nada
Sí.
for
I've
5
seen
hours. We're done by 10:30.
They don't care about subwoofers. They don't care about lasers. They don't care about none of that stuff.
Yup. They just want it clean.
Yes.
And they'll pay you.
Nice, yes.
No, so ya cuando empecé a agarrar ya más la onda, ya Raúl me empezaba a dejar solito. And now we're talking back in the days where when it was me and him, you were up in 5 minutes, ¿sí o no?
Yes.
5 minutes, we would get 2 bands on stage like nothing.
Yeah.
Ya empezamos a agarrar. And the only reason que me agarró Maldo, and he later told me before he passed away, en paz descanse, compa Maldo, that if it wasn't for you working at Guitar Center, I probably wouldn't have ever hired you. Because I was working at Guitar Center at the time. I was the tech guy, and I was the drum guy. So drum kit needed a tuning.
Yeah, you were the tuning guy,
I was
yeah.
the tuning
So
guy.
you're not only a DJ, you're also like a sound engineer, bro. That's
I am.
pretty dope.
That's what's, gracias a Dios, es lo que me ha ayudado hoy en día to kind of like set myself apart. Because I can actually
You know
say,
more.
yeah, I can actually say, te voy a poner el equipo para la banda, te voy a poner un buen show de DJ.
Y cobras más.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yo personally, like I've always stuck to the whole DJing thing. Honestly,
And not
when it comes to connecting a group, like yo no sé nada. Like, I've gotten gigs también de que me dicen, oh, I'm gonna need you to put up. I'm like, you know what? For that, I'll get you a sound engineer. It's gonna cost you extra. But me, like, I just
you
decided
might
to
have
went
the
that route.
speaker power for it, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Porque
Pero-
a veces es a whole different setup.
Oh
Y
my
hay
God.
gente cliente-
It
hay
is, bro.
clientes
Que no saben.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
saben, no.
I,
I don't
that's a
understand
topic
that.
I want to touch right now before you, once you finish your
Yeah.
story, because there's a couple topics I do want to.
So ya después de un tiempo, Maldo me empezó a contratar también de DJ. But I still was, para el nightclub, yo tocaba en tequilas back when it was tequilas, before it was control, before it was rumbas.
Yeah.
Toqué en rumbas. I've actually been a DJ at every incarnation of that business since it started. So
Okay.
tequilas, I was a DJ. Rumbas, I was a DJ. Control, I was a DJ every once in a while. Now that it's mi Vallarta, también soy el DJ. And in between all that, I've DJed at the Milk Pail. I was the resident DJ
Yeah,
when I was a
yeah, I
chef at the
remember,
Milk
yeah.
Pail. So también en el Milk Pail, ya cuando se vendió el Milk Pail, también me quedé, cuando regresamos, que nos salimos de Control, Control quedó por La Paz, nos fuimos a Cantina. That's where I started building up again the confidence, thanks to Raúl, thanks to Pedro, thanks to Rick. Those guys have been the ones. And then obviamente now, recently, a few years ago, Luis and Mayatore and Blatty ya me agarraron también de su DJ, de su página de Muchos Bailes, where people send up like the dancing videos and they promote them like that. So now I'm their DJ. So usually when you see me post a mix on YouTube, it always starts off Muchos Bailes. So thanks to them, I've been growing myself to the point where a few years ago we closed down Michigan Avenue for the 16th of September.
Yeah.
That truck that was in downtown, that was me
Oh, yeah.
with the robot.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we closed it down. We freaking threw down. I was playing the Percolator in downtown Chicago. I mean, I was just having fun, living life.
Yeah.
Pero ya, gracias a Dios, nos ha estado yendo bien. Like you guys said, I just invested in some freaking sound system. Ahora sí, ya tengo ahora sí para otra vez andar solillo
Yeah.
and try to make a little bit more money off of this.
That's pretty cool, man.
But soy bien fiel. A veces me ha costado trabajo porque soy demasiado fiel. I mean, Maldo picked up a spot after we left Control and it just didn't hit, but Ahí damos por a veces por here's $20 for the gas, no salió. But hey, I'm with you, bro. We're gonna build this thing again.
Yeah.
And that's how we did it with Pedro and Rick recently, Cantina, and then I started playing at Apollo last year too. I was their resident DJ while Manu was out in
Before the
Arizona.
roof fell?
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
supposed to play
Before the
there.
roof fell.
Yeah, it did.
Dude,
bro.
that night,
It was a rock concert.
yeah, it was a
right?
rock concert,
The
and
roof fell.
we were supposed to do that event the next day.
We were gonna play there. Paco
Yeah,
was gonna play there
yeah,
with-
you guys were gonna be
with
there.
the guy, the Cristo guy,
Yes,
but he canceled it
Yes.
like a month or two before.
Yes. and G-Mix and I were supposed to do the load-in on Friday after the concert. So we were
Saved by the bell, bro.
divine intervention, bro.
Yes,
I always think about that because that night when it was a concert, how many text messages? Are you at Apollo? Are you at Apollo? Are you G-Mix igual? Raúl, are you guys at Apollo? Is everybody okay? Like, we weren't there tonight. Thank God.
Yeah, definitely. Because that sometimes it was events Friday and Saturday, right?
Yep.
It all depended.
Yup,
Okay, iba a ver.
yup.
Yeah.
Y luego, pues acá en Vallarta, we've been over there since June of last year. And at first, again, going back to
You
your
gotta
spot.
start from scratch, bro.
Yup.
Igual, there's a new name. Was it closed or
No,
or
lo
it
que-
was just the
Lo
new
que
name?
pasa
or
es de
no se
que,
movió
a
el
lo que yo
lugar?
tengo entendido, que cuando el negocio se vendió por completo, Control dejó de existir.
Okay.
La dueña que era de Rumbas y Control con Maldo ya salieron. El negocio se vendió. They remodeled the place.
Yeah, they did.
Simón from over here in Nueva Vallarta, aquí in Berwyn, he bought the place just like he bought Be Live, and it's like they're all one company now. So that's why if you go to Be Live and you go to Vallarta, it looks almost identical, just like a mini Be Live in the suburbs. So that's how we started. Now, gracias a Dios, ya también estoy in the Be Live every once in a while. So now I'm over here too, because obviously Simón wants me to be
I
out
was
here.
wondering who was doing Be Live because I tried to get in contact with whoever
Well-
does events there. And
Well, right now it's Simón Jr. He's doing events there, but también ya Pedro y Rick también andan adentro allá.
yeah, I did
So-
see the flyers with the new promotions on
Yep.
top.
And then all of a sudden you see my name on there.
Yeah,
From time to time you'll see my picture on there too.
yeah, definitely.
But yeah. And then that's how we are, man. We just keep working, quitándome el miedo poco a poco, and I'm here now, and I'm very blessed. I will say this. I'm very blessed for the work this year, last year, and going. I already got contracts for next year, and I'm surprised. I mean, it's not even August yet. Ya te están contratando con año, 2 años de anticipación.
Yo,
Y a veces digo,
it feels good.
it does. But I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, ¿qué pasa si algo me pasa? 'Cause I'm-
Because you never know, man.
You
At-
think
at the-
about it, right? You
I'm a
can't help but
one-man
think about it 'cause
show.
you're like, exactly. You're like a one-man show. Like, how am I gonna like what if,
like, let's be honest. How many times you guys actually take helpers?
bro? Like,
Almost
I learned a long time ago that I mean, it's always not to take a helper because right now, if my back could speak, it would tell you. Because my back is
Same
gone.
here.
I have back problems now because of all the heavy lifting that I've done throughout the years. But yeah, bro, like I used to like, como se dice, like want to like hire helpers back in the day when I was learning or still didn't know so much about, you know, how this thing works and stuff. But I learned very early on that I'm just faster doing it myself. You know,
Yeah.
especially
Yo.
somebody that's not interested
Yes.
in what I'm doing and they're looking at more like a fucking job. They're like they don't understand the concept that we're gonna be there from 6 to 10 hours, just depending on what what type of event it is. I was just like, if I get there at a certain time and I do this the way it is, because all of my setups and all my turn-ups, I have them down to a T, bro. Because like yo sé
Yeah.
dónde va
Yup.
cada cable, yo sé dónde va
Yup.
cada cosa. Me tardo más explicando a alguien
Yup.
cómo ayudarme
Yup.
que si lo hago yo
Yup.
solo.
Yes, sir.
Yup.
Ahorita, luckily, I've been blessed. I have 2 stepsons that are growing up. One is 14 and the other one's 13.
Yup.
And they're like, they're growing up, so they're kind of like interested in what I do. So I
That's
take them
awesome, bro.
with me. If I have like a big event, like I take them with me. Me ayudan, and it's a big help to me.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
It's a big
Because
help.
even just
Like,
And it's a
carrying-
bonding time.
Even
No,
just
y
carrying
aparte de
bags
eso,
or
it's a learning
cables around.
experience for them that they
Yeah,
have
bro.
to
Que
earn
vean,
their money,
que
bro.
vean lo que hacemos
Cómo se
nosotros.
gana el dinero.
Yeah.
Y el sacrificio
Yeah, les
de,
estoy
de, de
enseñando
lo que
esto.
tú estás haciendo para que ellos tengan lo que tienen.
I had to let go of my brother.
Porque,
I
hey,
I'm feeling
hey, I had to let him go porque es un pendejo.
No, I had him let him know. He was drinking on the job. And he was
Pues, güey, te voy a decir algo.
Hola, sober.
Por un DJ que era de borracho, ahí en el Milk Pill, that's how, I was just a chef at the Milk Pill.
Okay.
Back in the day, I'm talking about 2012. I was just un cocinero, because that's what I was going to school for, culinary arts. Y un día, el DJ se puso tan pedo,
Que no podía.
yeah, he couldn't keep the party going, so que me meto, entrada de cocinero, andaba de mesero en ese tiempo, y el dueño dice, like, el pinche DJ la está cagando, métete, por favor, yo sé que eres DJ.
Y ahí vas.
Okay.
Okay.
with the shit.
With the shut
What's up?
I wasn't dressed like a winner, I wasn't all black. Perfect attire, because Turns out that's our attire when we're DJs. All
Yeah,
black.
hey, is that DJ wearing a mask? No, it's a chef's hat.
Is that DJ Chef Boyardee? Yeah.
DJ Bubbles. But yeah, dude, that's how it started. Quitándome el miedo. Because at first, by the mic, even though I was in a band and I could speak to a crowd as a band member, de DJ, no, hombre, me costaba. Y luego en español. Y aunque yo hablo bien en español, bueno, pienso que hablo bien en español, a veces pienso.
Bro, the worst is cuando te trabas, right? You're trying to speak live and te trabas.
Yo, me ha pasado.
How do you say this word?
Yeah, exactly.
And then who do you turn and ask?
Google Translate.
You know, you're in the middle of the stage and you're like, look.
Bien
Improvise.
Have you gotten into
Improvise,
lighting,
bro.
the whole DJing thing? Like,
What?
do you do lighting también?
Yeah.
Type of sound engineering?
Yep. So I know how to run the manual controllers, like the Obey 70 and the 80J, and I know how to do the My DMX3.
That's
Yeah.
actually what I'm learning right now too. Like I'm actually taking a few classes from my boy P-Dub. I don't know if you know P-Dub.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, P-Dub. Shout out to my homie P-Dub.
Saludos.
Este cabrón yo lo conozco desde que tenía 8 años, bro.
Pee-wee?
Yeah, Pee-wee, bro.
I did his
Saludos a mi
logo.
compa
I did
Pee-wee.
his business
Jose.
card, bro.
Really?
DJ Pee-wee.
Este cabrón, I run him since he was 8, bro.
Saludos.
He saw me DJing and le gustó también como did. Like he's always, been my hype man. Me ha apoyado en muchas cosas. El compita Pita, bro. Lo estimo mucho and shout out to him. He's the one teaching me right now how to do the My DMX, bro.
It's funny how we have all our influences, Well, para mí, Jesse, and le he dicho, and sometimes I think he takes it like he doesn't believe me, but I'm like, he was one of my biggest influences growing up. En La Calle, en La Que Buena, en La Ley.
Yeah.
Then Shaggy. I never thought that one day, like 2 years ago when we did G Mix's benefit, that I would be on the same stage emceeing with my two idols, with Jesse y con Shaggy. And that was like, oh crap, I'm on cloud 9. And now nobody knows them anymore, but well, Shaggy, not Jesse, everybody knows Jesse. But y luego también lo que Jesse tuvo was que I was doing a charity event at my church at St. Joseph in Elgin where I went to school. Jesse was the special guest DJ, so he's like, "Mate," I thought chingada, but always with words of like encouragement. So I owe a lot to Jesse. I owe a lot to Shaggy, que también ya de grande, cabrón, you're a freaking beast. I'm like, oh my god, mis dos pinches ídolos de la radio me están diciendo esto. I'm happy. Le dije, ahora sí ya estoy feliz.
It feels dope. It feels dope.
It does.
I gotta send a special shout out to my guy Jose Cetina and all of his family.
Yeah.
I always seem to forget about that guy, but man, he always helps me out, man. He always comes through when I need it. Big shout out to you, compa.
Saludos a mi compa Jose.
Shout out to my cousin too. My cousin Yair is watching. I want to send him a shout out. Saludos, cousin.
Shout out.
Compa de Armando Vera.
Ah, mi compita.
Yeah. Rafa Nava. Saludos a los gallos.
It's funny because
Nitro.
of Control and because of Guitar Center, I met all these guys. I met you because of that.
Yeah.
That's because andando y nomás ingeniero.
Shout out to the guys from 24K too. I work with them.
Oh, hell
I've had
yeah.
the pleasure of working with them, and they're cool guys too. Shout
Yeah.
out to the guys.
Yeah.
From
Hey,
24K.
check
I
out-
would say, if we're gonna
Compa Isidro, saludos.
be shouting out our promotional companies,
Yeah.
Reventón Extremo, Pedrito, Rick
Yes,
Elegante, State Line, Nico, what's up?
This Saturday we're having mi Vallarta.
And I'm not gonna be there.
Wow, you suck, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna be. Hey man, my girl's been
You got
waiting.
me all interested into going like that. Now you're not gonna be there.
Hey, you know what?
Gotta go.
You know
Hey,
what?
This Saturday.
This
Paco.
weekend I had a vacation with my girl, so we're going to Disney World.
Hey, bien.
Oh,
Bien merecidos, bro.
dude.
Bien merecidos.
I actually plan on taking my kids to Disney World next year, so
Dude,
bro,
so we're
tell me
going
how it
there.
is.
Oh.
I'm excited to go too.
The only reason I did is because we were supposed to go to Miami.
Have you ever
Disney-
been to Disney World?
No, yeah, when I was a kid. And I was supposed to go to Miami with my girl, just me and her. Couldn't fit on babysitter for her kids. All right, we got to take the kids. Might as well go to Disney World. So I look online because I got a discount through work. And
Great price.
boom.
Yeah, great
30, like $50 off. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. Ni modo decir que no.
Hell yeah.
As far as my current setup, like I said, I've worked with Harbinger, I've worked with Behringer, I've worked with QSE. I settled on Mackie. I've never been that guy to go with what everybody else has. Como, like the majority of the DJs here, they have QSE.
My Mackie is, my mixer is Mackie.
Yes, same here.
It's a really nice mixer. I like
I've had Yamaha mixers. I've worked with obviously the
I actually have a Yamaha just like this one, except mine's what is it, 10 channel? Mine's a 12 channel.
Yeah.
And that's the one I used to use, but it's a little bit bigger because I have it like a flight case. So I have that in my studio. And I was like, if I'm fucking practicing whatever I'm doing in the studio, like that stays in the studio. But the mobile one that I use for all my setup is
Mackie.
the Mackie one. I like it.
Yeah, dude. I've always been a big fan of Mackie. I've always been a big fan of JBL. But the ones that I ended up settling on for the while, vendí todo, güey. Me casé hace unos años. Vendí todo. My biggest mistake ever was selling all my equipment. Sold my drum kit.
Oh,
my baby that I worked so hard to get.
Were you on hard times? That's why you sold it, or you just sold it for the fuck of it?
Oh, didn't you just hear him? He got married.
Exactly. I wasn't gonna quit,
They were
but
making him quit.
it was basically like I wanted to buy the ring, I needed to pay for the wedding, so vamos pa afuera.
That's what I'm saying. You know,
Luego llegó a Estados Unidos y me mandó la chingada, so comprar todo otra vez. First thing I went out and bought, new drum kit. I want to bang on some drums.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, dude. Believe it or not, I'm not on Pioneer. I'll be one of the guys that will tell you right now. I know how to use Pioneer. I know how to use every program that's out there. I can play on anything. I don't use Pioneer.
What do you use?
I got the Hercules Impulse.
Yeah.
The 500, the new one. Well, not the newest one, but the Impulse. And that's what I saw. I'm really faithful. I've been on Hercules forever. Like I said, I got 4 of those old ones. And
I've DJed on one, the one that you talked about in the beginning first. I've DJed on one, but I've never owned one.
yeah, and then I used to use that with turntables with my techniques. Because I learned how to scratch. I wanted to be that house DJ. I wanted to be that, you know, but yeah,
I learned how to scratch, but I don't scratch a lot.
I haven't scratched.
I don't scratch at all.
If I try to scratch right now, I'm probably really fucking rusty. Like I'll probably just embarrass myself. Like, people like, you know, I try to do it like you know, scratch. Like I learned how to scratch. I'm sure that if I practice again, I'll get sharp. But it's like I probably fucking.
Como yo, like I'm also that DJ that's like, you know what? If you know how to EQ, any speaker you can make any speaker sound decent.
Yeah.
So my main setup right now, the one that I use the most por lo que pagan, is my Mackie thumb system, which I'm selling my thumb subs if anybody's interested. Because I just bought, dije, compré el nuevo equipo and I'm not using it. I might as well start selling my old stuff that I don't need anymore. So I settled on DRM subs, SRM speakers. And I'm going to tell you guys, if you haven't heard them, I'll compare them up against your QSEs and I'll bet you'll switch.
Which ones?
The SRMs.
Really?
The SRM 12s.
I'm a hoarder, bro. I don't like to get rid of my equipment.
Me
If it works,
I was like that.
I do.
unless
Depends.
unless they're offering me a really good price for it, or you know, like I really like it's in the way. Like I have a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna use it one day.
The only thing that I could say that I sold, that I got rid of, was my first expensive equipment that I bought, because it was a JBL system. But like I was explaining earlier, like even that JBL system back in the day, it was passive. You needed amplifiers. So I got rid of it because of my back, bro. Because just for the fact of I thought about it and I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna do these gigs by myself, I have to buy stuff that
Compact.
not only compact, but que sea potente,
Yes, sir.
pero que sea rápido de descargar.
I was
Que
gonna
sea
say,
rápido
for
de
me,
tear down.
that's why I went to passive for a while, because cuando ya me vendí todo, ya regresé otra vez a tocar en fiestas privadas. I ended up buying some speakers from the store. I was working at Sam Ash at the time. Bought myself a little set of passive 15 PVs. They had an amp that was cheap. Let's go. I could box everything up in one box. Let's go. Y bocinas.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah,
Rápido.
no, tú
Whatever's
me
fast.
yo cuando tenía todo eso, pues yo tenía así, tenía las JBLs grandes, bro, like a 3-way, like dual 15-inch con el tweeter arriba. Y luego tenía también los JBL subs, bro. They were heavy. You needed 2 people to carry those.
Yeah.
And they didn't have wheels.
Yep.
This was like back in 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I was like,
Either that or
fucking some of these
Diablito.
bitches, like,
Yeah.
that's when I discovered QSC, actually, because the one that actually got me también into QSC was el compa Eddie Ortiz.
Yeah.
Él era su sistema chingón cuando él también llegaba y que se instalaba con sus 2 QSCs y luego los subs. Y él tenía un sistema de audio
Dude,
chingón.
te voy a decir que yo tenía la ventaja que cuando estaba trabajando en Guitar Center, I just grabbed them from work. Literally
And I
any
bet you
speaker.
learned more like that too, right? About
Dude.
brands and about fucking specifications of speakers and stuff.
That's
like
the thing. I became such a freaking nerd.
You learned
Because I would be in class, porque cuando recién empecé, I was in college. I thought I was only going to DJ for like a few years while I was in college, make a little bit extra money.
That was it.
I fell in love. Yo ya van veces que digo, I'm going to quit. I get pulled right back in because I love it too much. I can't go to a party anymore without wanting to be in the back. I don't feel comfortable
Or
unless
wanting to go chill with the DJ or the grupo.
Yeah.
Or the Iber que
Yes.
tienen, or
or jump on the freaking drums in the middle of a set.
yes,
Like,
sir.
la única cosa que ya perdí la práctica son de mis timbales.
Yeah.
I used to have my timbales for banda and everything, so I would help
I find
out.
that
Like,
pretty cool though that you could like,
yeah.
you know, it has a lot of areas to cover when it comes to like, sabes mucho. That's pretty.
Like, una vez estábamos tocando, estaba G-Mex tocando en la cantina at Milkpel,
Okay.
and estaba tocando Senda. Ya se bajó Senda, según iban a hacer la última canción. Freaking drummer rushes to the bathroom. Se andaba, I don't know, cagando. And they asked for another song. I'll jump on. I just heard that song in the morning. I'm like, crap. Do I remember it? Yup. And it's actually freaking Louis Lolo sacó la cámara. Record.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was
That's one
nerve-wracking.
advantage that we DJs have. If we have to take a shit, there's like a select track that we can just
Yo.
play
Like,
while we go take a shit.
Chacho
I'm
side.
pretty sure.
this one has 5 minutes. Yeah, I can make it. I can make
I'm
it.
pretty sure you have a selected track. I have my bro.
Yep.
There's this one track that I go to, you know, that it's like 7 minutes long. It's a banger though, but I'm like, those 7 minutes. Like,
Remember that rock
Save your
mashup
life.
mix? The all las canciones de rock en español.
Uh-huh.
That's like 8 minutes. Boom, play. That's
Oh,
towards the
no,
end of the night.
Like, this DJ's
Bro, I
amazing.
can't begin to tell how many times I
Where is he?
Damn, he's
Especially-
mixing from the bathroom.
if I decide to eat during the gig,
A huevo.
bro. That's the
Yeah.
hard part. I guess that's the hard part about being a musician and a DJ. Like, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yup.
There's no holding that
But
back.
it's harder for us, bro. We can't
You
get
can't
off
stop.
stage.
You can't get off stage.
Unless you got a wireless on whatever you're playing.
Yup.
Or if you're singing, fuck it. If
Imagínate
it's wireless,
cagando
en el baño, güey, estás meando and you're like singing.
You hear the piss in the back.
Yeah.
Be like, damn, I didn't know Pacto had a tuba. That's dope.
Right? But yeah, dude, that's where we at now.
The topic of the difference between DJing sound and live band sounds. That was the topic that you were bringing up.
Yeah.
earlier.
It's a completely different animal.
Ustedes, like, how do you guys communicate with los clientes a veces when it comes to that, bro? Because they think it's the same.
They
a
do.
veces.
They think it's the same. You have to-
Porque están las bocinas y porque está el DJ, ya piensan que el grupo se puede conectar ahí.
you know,
Y
espérate de
antes
eso.
pasaba mucho que decían, oh, es que va a estar el DJ, o sí va a haber, o va a haber sonido, sí. And they think that the
Y ellos
band is
piensan
gonna
que
be
todo
in-
el mundo se va a conectar a las bocinas.
Yes.
Like, and that's not the point. Like,
Yeah,
they don't
bro,
understand that
llegabas,
there's a
and the
crowd
DJ
behind
has
it
one of
involved.
these, bro. The DJ has
Yup.
one of these. And you're like, holy fuck.
And you want to
when am I
connect a
gonna-
banda to that? Like, how, you know?
Or even if
I've
the
made it
people
happen,
can't,
but
bro.
One of those.
Can't.
I've made it happen.
You know
But
about it though, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, like, I
you get
believe that's a
you
hit.
realize doing this for a while, you realize what absolutely needs to be mic'd up,
Yeah.
and that's what kind of helps me
Las voices at
sometimes.
the end of the day, no matter
Voices and tuba.
voices
Yeah.
and tuba. Yeah, no,
Or
and you-
voices,
you're right.
bass.
You are right.
Yeah.
Especially for a
And
banda.
kick.
Well,
because
for
the bandas-
norteño, it has to be bajo sexto and bass.
Yup.
A huevo
Yeah.
y el acordeón.
Yeah.
And the voices. So,
So
I mean, you still need 5 channels or 4.
llegué al punto donde I would have, because before I got my big mixer, llegué al punto donde tenía dos chiquitas, my main one and then my backup one. I would use both
Just
of them.
connect both of you.
Yup.
It's possible. It really is.
Yeah.
You got to think sometimes on the fly.
Yeah.
But-
you literally have, while you're playing the last couple tracks, y estás poniendo de acuerdo con el grupo, you're like, I gotta connect it like this.
Yep,
and
yep.
Vámonos.
Dope.
Yup.
Make it work, bro.
Me-
But the thing is that uno toca, no toca a gusto y tú también no estás a gusto.
Yeah, we're stressed the hell out.
You're stressing.
But that's kind of what, like, como a mí me ayuda que yo puedo explicarlo hasta el fondo. Like, you know what, un grupo va a ocupar esto, esto, y esto, y esto. Es más precio. And they're like, well, hold up. Why am I going to pay more if you're not going to play as much? You're not paying just for me. You're paying for the sound system. You're paying for the
Lo
fact
que
that
se
I'm also going to be an
ocupa.
engineer.
Right.
Lo que se ocupa.
And the
yes.
one thing I always sell on that, for me, lo que me ha ayudado es de que yo les digo, miren, ¿qué prefieren? Que tenga el DJ solo y luego el grupo tenga que llegar a media fiesta para que empiece a conectar con bocinas, calando, screeching mientras está el vals. Nah, it's not going to be a good look. Mejor páguenme a mí, yo me encargo del sonido, me encargo de que tengas para el equipo para todo. You're not just buying at that point el sonido para la banda. ¿Va a tener un mariachi? Sí. Ahí está.
¿Cómo se conectan?
Ahí me
Yeah, 'cause
todo
they're
para
hiring a
todo.
sound engineer.
Yeah.
Está para todo.
Yeah.
And that
Exacto.
helps out a lot.
Yes.
That's what actually has
You
gotten
gotta
me a
make
lot
them
of.
understand a veces, bro, because it's
I've-
difficult.
I've learned to love myself too, to like you say, kind of like explain it to the client, you know, because they sometimes don't understand
Mhm.
how it is. And I know enough. I mean, you know, like I chose to go the route. Como te digo, también, like I really in my DJ setup, like strictly do DJ, and I tell my client right off the bat, like, is there gonna be live sound? Like, I mean, is there gonna be a live
band or
band?
something,
Yeah,
yeah.
a live band. Are you gonna have mariachi? Even a payaso, bro. Sometimes the payasos expect to be hooked up to the DJ system, and I tell them, you know, you got these payasos that put lipstick all over the mic or they yell on the mic and stuff like that. So I let them know. I'm like, you know what? No, you're hiring me for my DJ services, and I provide DJ services.
Only.
You know, and I can help you. Now, I always, como te digo, también tengo mis clientes que, como dices tú, like, they quieren una banda, quieren un grupo, quieren un mariachi. Y yo les digo, okay, yeah, I can help you find those people, you know, but just know that it's going to be an extra
Extra.
charge.
Mhm.
You know, because obviously my DJ prices are not going to be the same as yours because you come with the whole package.
Mhm.
¿Sí me explico? And that's something that they need to understand, that behind connecting a banda, behind connecting any group or any entertainer, because you even have something. I've done events where magicians come in.
Yep.
You got belly dancers
Yep.
coming in, stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
And you need, that's all a production. And I tell them, like, I can get all that for you. Even
Yeah.
right now the big thing with DJs, the hottest item that any DJ tries to sell is the cold sparks.
Yep.
The fireworks, the dancing in the clouds.
Yep.
Like, I personally
The LED
don't
robots.
have that, but I've learned that I have friends that do. And if I can help my friends make a little extra buck or a little extra cash, they tell me, "Oh, do you provide this?" I don't provide it, but I can get it for you.
Like for me, I'm a little bit flipped out because I ended up used to renting them from Raul. I finally decided I gotta buy my own. They're asking for enough. Or for right now, the photo booth. I'm like, my girl, thank God she's a photographer.
That's another big
Which
money
I didn't
maker,
know
though.
until we started dating.
The photo booth.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm gonna build you. I didn't buy a photo booth because I realized how expensive they are.
I'm telling you,
And they're
everything's
stupid expensive for no
Yeah.
damn reason. Then I went on YouTube. All right, I could probably build this for a while, make some money, build another one, like we do everything. We started off with one speaker setup. Now we're 10 years later.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, how long you guys been DJing total?
I just started last week.
become a DJ. I started in 2011. That's like when I really January, because I've always celebrated my DJ anniversary is January 2011.
Yes.
That's my DJ anniversary.
Yeah, around 2012, 2013.
Y yo 2009, so this year I cumplí 14 años. Next year, Pedro already said, we're doing your quinceañera, pendejo.
Yeah.
Now, how long do you see yourself DJing? How much longer?
To be quite honest, dude, I don't see myself stopping anymore. I used to say 30, 35. I don't see myself stopping, especially because miro mis ídolos. I look at Jesse. I look at Genio. I look at Julian Jumpin' Perez, who's like, I met him when I was a Guitar Center. I was like, you're still playing? Like, damn.
Crazy, right?
That was 12 years ago. That was like, oh my God, 12 years ago now. Shit. So, viejo. I met DJ Funk at the Guitar Center too, and I see how he's still touring, even though he's at his age. I'm like, geez, I can still do this. Now that I'm older and I'm more experienced, I can still do this.
Yeah.
And now that I got
your battle.
and now that I got my
A
girl
lot of
kind of
people
like
don't
supporting
realize
me,
that some of the best DJs are really old. Some of the legends, like they're up there in age. Not really.
David
old, but
Guetta's freaking 60-some years old already.
and like Tiesto.
holy shit.
I had the pleasure of seeing Tiesto, this summer or whatever, and yeah, I learned that he's like 50 something.
Yeah.
Tiesto's a legend. I've known about Tiesto since the late 90s when he was doing like that techno shit, that
Yup.
kind of shit, and he was a big
He's still
inspiration
doing
to me growing up too. But yeah, and it's like some of the best names. Carl Cox. Carl Cox
Yup.
is almost 60. He's not
Yeah.
even past 60.
He's got to be close to 70 by now.
Yeah.
Even Julian, he's got to be what, 50 something, 60 something now.
I really don't know, but yeah, I'm telling you.
I mean, they were old when we were growing up.
Look at flip side. He's got to be up in his 40s now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Local DJs.
Yeah. Definitely, bro.
I mean, hey. But yeah.
I think I'm going till I'm 45 and I'm done.
One of the things for me that has also kept me DJing for this long is the support system,
Yup.
that I've had
Yep.
for my girl, because my girl, like every weekend, she understands, she lets me go. I've missed a lot of family events DJing, bro. Like I think we all here,
¿Les
even
ha,
you as a
les ha
DJ.
pasado donde mucha de su familia ya no les habla? Because of it?
Nah.
No, not necessarily, but
It's just
That's a different episode.
they're surprised when you go to a party.
yeah, no.
Yes.
no, that's what I'm saying, like, just
tiempo sin verte, pues ando chambeando.
pues sí,
Yeah.
like, la gente, a veces
Make it
también a
money,
mí mi
bro.
familia sí
That's
dice,
it.
¿qué pasó? No te hemos visto, no has andado, like, ¿por qué andas dejando a tu mujer sola?
Oh, have you
know,
reached out? Have you
my
reached
girl
out?
understands, every weekend I go out and do my thing, and I guess that's what's kept me también DJing so long, that I've had a really good support system. Ella me apoya en lo que hago. She knows what I'm out there, because it's hard, bro. I understand it. I put myself in her shoes, and I'm like, damn, because a lot of people, they see me DJing and they're like, damn, this guy's always fucking partying.
Yup.
They think,
Yeah.
well, I'm
They
not
think
gonna
that's
sit
what we
here-
do.
I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit because we do party.
Yeah.
Pero at the end of
We're the
day-
life of the party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like exactly.
You
We're
have
the
to.
life of the party. Like what we were talking about earlier. No matter what is going on in your life, you gotta bring that energy to the people.
Yup.
You gotta bring that energy that is expected. Even
kinda
if
put your problems
inside of
to
you
the
you're
side,
fucking
right?
dying,
Yeah.
or you don't feel well, or you just stressed out, or you just not feeling it, bro. I've gone to gigs, bro, where I'm just,
No,
I'm not
sometimes-
feeling it, like no tengo
You're
ganas de.
tired, bro.
Yeah, but at the
Yeah.
same time, sometimes us DJs, we're going through it. We get to a party and it's our happy place.
Yeah,
It's actually our
exactly.
coping mechanism.
Yes,
It
yes,
is, it
you're
is.
right, yeah.
I mean,
It is,
Max,
bro,
has estado en el momento donde tú estás solo en la casa, aguitado, and you just pick up your accordion.
Oh yeah.
All of a
definitely,
sudden,
bro.
You're okay.
For the
Yeah.
gig, you play those 2 hours, you forget about everything.
Yup.
You're just doing
Yeah,
your
bro.
thing, you're vibing, you get some drinks in you.
Yep.
But once you can go from 0 to 100 so quick, bro.
Yep.
That's my happy place right there, man.
Yeah.
When
I love it. I enjoy it.
when I'm on stage, when I'm in my booth, allá arriba en el Apollo or anywhere, or right now in Vallarta, when I'm on the side of the stage or I get up on stage to present a band,
Yeah.
it's my happy place. It's
Yeah,
literally,
se
like,
te
it's that
olvida tu-
euphoria.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah,
se te
love
olvida
it.
lo que andas pasando for that time. You know, it kind of like you go out of reality and you're doing your thing, and you're in your zone for the night, and you're done. And at the end of the day, you go back to reality. You know,
It's
part
almost
of
like you're a
life.
different person.
Yeah, that too, bro. That
Yeah.
too.
Like one thing G-Mix is always talking to me on our podcast is the fact that he's like, dude, is there ever a time where you separate Eddie P from Edwin? Because people don't think that, but we actually become two different. It depends how long you're doing this for. You become two different people.
Yeah.
Eddie P, always on, always energetic. Edwin Pisano, I'm bored. I'm sleepy. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm a hermit.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
hungry. Like,
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets.
I'm always hungry.
Chicken nuggets.
Or during the week, you know, if you don't have nothing going on, and
You literally are a
te
hermit.
topas a alguien ahí in the mall or you know at the grocery store, and you're like, what the fuck? Dude?
And be like,
Yeah, have a normal life. Just like you.
People look at me like, Johnny, you have kids? What the fuck?
I'd be like, Max, ¿por qué no te peinaste? Like, what's going
Sí,
on?
güey.
Where's your accordion?
Typical.
Can I get a request?
Cuando dice,
Que
"Hey,
necesito
dice,
para más aquí.
no,
güey."
Right here
llegas,
in the food court.
hey, llegas a la fiesta, hey, y el acordeón rumbada en la casa, la chingada. What the fuck? Like, I can't party today. Like,
They expect right away.
everybody, that's like the icebreaker to everything.
Crazy.
Ah, but I
Hey,
will say
y el
it's the
acordeón.
support system.
Hey, so what do you guys get? Like, hey, y las bocinas? Or,
Bro, no, like, it's just crazy.
y la,
Ahora no tuviste tocada.
¿Vas a poner unas rolas o qué?
Funny story, like this Saturday, we just celebrated my girl's birthday. Happy belated birthday to my girl también. She
Oh, happy
celebrated
birthday.
every Saturday.
Happy
We
birthday.
had a little get together at the house, right? But since I was hosting, like I was saying, like I wasn't gonna DJ, bro. Like, I just had a speaker there, and I connected it to Bluetooth. So I was playing music off my phone there. My one of my family members, like, they're chilling, and, you know, every time I would walk into the house, I keep the Bluetooth because it's, you know.
Oh,
bar.
yeah.
So he said, like, he puts me on the spot. He's like, don't tell me that's like a DJ. You're like, gonna like,
Yeah.
you know.
See what I mean? No
It's like
support.
that teasing, you know, como dices también hace rato tu familia, bro. It's just like, you know, they support you for what you're doing, they love you, but they're never gonna tell you. You know,
Nah.
it's like, so te digo, que viene, you know, mi family member, he's like, a mí me digas que si tocas, se sigue cortando, but he was fucking around.
Yeah,
I was just like, fucking like, no, that's not how I DJ, you know, but it's like, I'm
O
like,
cuando dice, ese DJ.
ese DJ,
Ese DJ.
sáquenlo, ya está pedo. He said, no more beer for the DJ.
Yeah.
I'll be like, look here, grandma.
Nunca les ha pasado que you guys go to a gig and you're obviously playing the modern music, right? You have like an old head come up to you and tell you, shut the shit off, it's too wild. Or
Oh,
like,
yeah?
Oh, yeah.
it's too
Yeah.
explicit.
It's very loud.
No, or just should be too explicit.
Can
'Cause
you turn
it's
it down?
funny.
Yeah, can you turn it down?
I was at this
¿O
party.
no puede cambiar de música? Oiga, ¿no puede poner otra cosa?
Playing el alfa.
Pedro hired me for one of his wife's family parties a few weeks ago. Y los señores pues, son allá, gracias a Dios son de Guanajuato también, pero they're old school.
Yeah.
It's a kids party, man. I'm playing music like
For kids?
yeah, they're doing the games.
Yeah.
Y dije, señora, con todo respeto, están jugando sus juegos. They're playing musical chairs. Voy a poner cu para el musical chairs.
Yeah.
I mean, for the old guys, yeah. I tried getting them to do it, but no.
That should be the challenge. Play to musical chairs.
Be like, damn.
That's crazy. No, I was at a quinceañera, bro. Like I was at a quinceañera. I was playing the playlist for her. You know, lo que quería la quinceañera, and I was playing el alfa at the time.
Okay.
Y un señor bien enojado, bro. Y este señor, he must have been 60 something, bro. He comes up to me and he's like, oye, muchacho, quita esas chingaderas. Dice, no tiene respeto. Y luego I'm like, es lo que pidió la quinceañera, señor. Disculpe si lo ofendí, you know? But he got pretty heated, bro. That was like, that hadn't happened to me in a while because I've had experiences like that where like I'm DJing and, you know, older people, or not only older people, like people that are more religious.
More
They'll
reserved.
they'll get offended by the type of music you play. But at this time, I just thought it was funny because, yeah, the guy wasn't having it, bro.
Yeah.
He made me take it off. And he was like, because
He
could
made
tell.
you take it off?
Well, it was because you could
Or
tell.
he
I
was
don't know if he was the
complaining.
grandpa or I don't know if he was like the grandpa. But yeah, bro, like he had me take it off. Because it's like he started complaining
But
to like, the whole family. And
okay.
the guy that, you know, the guy that hired me, he could
He was like-
play something else.
No, a mí me tocó. I was emceeing an event for the grupo de baile. They were presenting their vals. Y el DJ que estaba en el momento, I'm just standing there, I'm not even a DJ. Y está poniendo la canción de El Fantasma que a chingar a su madre. Vieron don acá bien norteños I was not expecting this. Norteño 77 acá bien vestido botudo, de chaleco, de avestruz y todo. ¿Qué chingaderas son esas? No tiene respeto para el feo, ¿cómo que chingar a su madre? Don, yo no soy el DJ y la pidió el papá. Hijo de su puta madre, ¿para qué quiero que el pinche... No tiene respeto para mi familia, el cabrón, pinche yerno que tengo, cabrón. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, some people, I guess.
I'm not the
Yeah,
DJ, man.
They take it to.
I mean, it's understandable,
I'm just
bro. You know,
standing here.
these people grew up in a different genre, bro, and music back then wasn't as filthy as it is today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Well, I mean, it was.
Listen, the innuendo
No,
was different.
let me,
Yeah.
it was filthy, but it was more like low key filthy.
Yeah.
Era como de, you know, de segundo sentido, like si le entendías, le
Yeah.
entendías,
Yeah.
¿no? Pero,
Yeah, that's true.
pero no, ahorita hoy en día, like, si tu novia no te mama el
eso no.
culo, like, you know, like,
Oh, what?
no,
What did
You
just say?
play that?
yes, I do.
Damn.
They love that at Baca, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Ow.
A mí pónganme un disco de Grupo Marrano y chingue su
Yeah.
madre.
No, yo tengo esas canciones, bro, and it's like to fuck around sometimes, like back in the day, cuando trabajaba con mi primo, shout out to my cousin también, bro. I used to work with my cousin. Y pues cuando trabajábamos juntos así, because I used to do construction with him.
Okay.
Y yo me ponía las pinches rolas y estábamos trabajando, bro. Y tú sabes, ahí para chingar con la familia nomás. ¿Quieren unas norteñitas? Órale, ahí les va con tu grupo marrano. Like,
Yeah.
esas chingaderas, no mames, like,
Hay mucha gente que le da risa y hay gente que se
se ofende.
ofende.
Yeah.
A mí yo me cago de la risa. A mí me gusta because I like to, you know, like to fuck with people. But
It's like comedy. Most people don't like Polo Polo, but some of us, we're like, I'm laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
I dedicate them to random people.
Yup.
This one's for you.
Heart emoji.
And it's el vergazo.
Por sus pujidos nos
Bien,
pegaron.
bien romántico.
Yeah.
Tócame la que me gusta mi vieja.
Yeah. El cara de verga también.
Cara de
Oh,
verga,
yeah.
esas canciones.
O la che en un carrito.
Yeah. That's a PG-13 one.
Yeah.
En un carrito.
Are
But
they
you
still-
want to
are they
go
still-
rated
are
R?
they still playing? Are they still going out? They still have a
Cadete?
group or they like no?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Dude, they're
I
active with Mexico.
haven't heard any new
Los,
stuff.
los
Así
los
como la one
contratan
CD.
para fiestas patronales en México.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Because they
Dude.
like parodian las canciones verdaderas, ¿verdad? They just
Yeah,
le cambian
they
la
do
letra
like,
bien
yeah.
culero, like, yeah.
Yep, they play estilo Cardenales. They try to sing similar.
Ándale, tienen ese estilo.
Ah,
sí, porque
luego
el
les
estilo
faltan
es
una
como
de
que
ellos.
desconocido, pero ya cuando escuchan la
Estilo
letra,
Tigres,
como que
the
dices,
letter, yeah, dude.
Bro, cuando salió la de calibre 50, la de.
¿Te estoy engañando con otro?
No, la otra, la de.
tierno.
Lo tierno se fue.
El tierno se
Oh,
fue.
Bro, when that song came out, it was like you either loved it, you thought it was awesome, or you thought it was so disrespectful.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
the
God.
videos too, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, the videos too, and it's just different eras, bro. It's different eras, and it's crazy. También como ustedes, just like on my part, how many generations we've been through.
Yeah.
You know, people, clubs,
Yeah.
you know, nightclubs, parties. Maybe you guys went to you know, a quinceañera, and then you guys went to their wedding. You
Yeah.
know, 10 years later. And shit.
Yeah, that
You know,
happens.
shit like
Yeah.
that. Or a sweet 16 or
Mhm.
18.
Como te
Yeah.
digo,
And then
They end
you
up
know,
pregnant and then you do the
Yeah.
baby
baby
shower.
shower.
Sorry.
No se hizo la quinceañera, pero se hizo el baby shower.
Hey, I got a story. I'm not gonna go into full in details, but I know of a story of a quinceañera that was pregnant at her quinceañera.
Güey, a mí me cancelaron una quinceañera
Uh-huh.
y usaron el depósito para un baby shower.
Holy shit!
Hey.
For the same girl?
Pues obvio.
Holy shit! No, I thought it was like.
Cosas que pasan, ¿verdad?
Hey.
Damn.
My favorite was I started work, like I said, I did charity events. I do a charity event for my school, for my old school. I'll probably do them until I stop DJing. Even when I stop DJing. But it's been cool that I've seen kids that when I started there were like in preschool, and then their graduation day. And then now they're like in high school. Now they're sweet 16. Now they're graduating high school. Now they're in college. I'm like, I saw
Damn,
you
you're
grow up.
old.
I'm saying, bro. I'm not. Yeah, I am.
How old are you, bro? If you don't mind me asking.
33.
33.
But I've
I'm
been
older
DJing.
than you.
But I've been DJing since I was 19.
I'm 37.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Hey, you don't look
36. I'm gonna be
37, bro.
37.
Well, I am if I take this hat off.
Ah,
I started getting canas at a very early age, bro.
Yo.
I started
Espérate.
getting canas.
Espérate.
Everyone's in my family.
Las pinches entradas de la gorra.
Bro, like, no, real talk, because a lot of people, like, you know, because of my canas, they're like, Johnny, how old are you? But I'm like, like, they think I'm like 47, you know, 50. I'm like, no, 37. But, you know, canas run in my family, bro. So I started getting canas when I was like 14.
For me, son las entradas, güey. They run in my
14,
family.
bro.
And we're all hat wearers.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, it's the DJ uniform. Hat and t-shirt, some botas. Let's
That
go.
V-neck and hat, fuck it.
Yup.
A V-neck and a hat.
Black
Yeah.
V-neck and a hat.
I'm there all day.
Dude, es que sí es.
Now for me, son las botas y los boot cuts.
Cuts.
For a while, we all went skinny jeans, and now we're back to boot cuts. Hell yeah. I busted out all my old bands from high school. I'm like, damn, they're back in. Let's do it.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Hell yeah. Y luego, I want you to que me digas, Edwin, aquí nos trajeron un regalo porque aquí otros no trajeron nada. No, just kidding. No, just kidding, bro.
Whatever. Oh.
He brought beer. Hell yeah.
The beer.
I said if y'all want
That's the most
snacks or
important thing.
something, I was gonna bring a
That's the
pizza
more
puff.
important thing.
No, aquí hablamos aquí de the brand. Ahí para la gente que platícanos de
So basically, cuando estaba en college y empecé a tocar like for real, I'm like, I was in marketing class. So
Yeah.
for me, it was easy. I'm a DJ. Do a project on myself. Create a logo, create a brand. My boy, who was a graphic design student, made me my first logo, the Out of Control Entertainment.
Okay.
That's where it started. Out of Control. And then, believe it or not, I actually took it seriously. My boy Universal, shout out. We were doing quebradita things. So cuando hicieron los bailes de quebradita en el Gigante del Sur, en el Lunas Ballroom,
Okay.
and
With the was it that with the dancing crews?
Yeah.
Okay.
so he was in Universal. That's why he stuck with the name DJ Universal.
Okay.
And I was just the icing on the cake. Yeah, right. We started using the name Out of Control Entertainment. We got shirts made, and that's how it started. It was me and him. Si él no podía una tocada, yo iba. Si yo no podía, we were just bouncing each other. Same type of music, same type of thing, pero cada uno con su propio estilo. So we would bounce gigs off of each other. That's where the price started going up, and then we were getting undercut. So we had to kind of both go our own ways. A few years ago, se me metió la idea de empezar a hacer gorras with the logos. I'm like, Out of Control's, it's the kind of party that I want to go. Arriba el desmadre,
Yeah.
si no un desmadre.
So, like,
right?
yeah.
So I kept using it. Now I put the OOC logo. The design was just like, I'm big into graffiti. I don't graffiti, but I'm big into the look of it. I'm big into that style. So put that on a hat, put that on some shirts, and
That's dope.
that's what's been going.
I like
And
it, yeah.
little by
That's
little,
dope.
I've been
I like the
getting
color.
hats
I was
everywhere.
wondering what it meant when he was wearing
Yeah.
the hat. I'm like, oh, see, man, I never see that.
Yeah,
Cool.
so
Out of Control Entertainment.
So poco a poco, I've sold, out of all the hats that I've made, I've maybe sold about 20. But I'm just trying to get the name out there.
Bro, yeah.
So I've got my hats. One of the taroleros de la Recoditos got my hat. Maquinaria gave one of my hats. Los dos de la S actually posted my hats. They wear them constantly.
Yeah.
So I got them my hats. I mean, I'm really,
That's dope.
¿cómo se llama? Chuli Zárraga también me pidió una gorra. I had actually a really good conversation with him. I never thought he'd be like, I want to pick your brain about sound stuff. Yes, sir. But that's where we started, and I'm just trying to keep it going.
Hell yeah, definitely.
We got some
I
shirts
appreciate
coming
it,
next
man.
year. We got more hats coming. If you guys go on my page on Instagram, you'll see some of the hat designs. And if you guys want one, let me know.
Yeah,
Get
hit
you guys
him up,
one.
my boy Eddie, man, for sure, man. Definitely. I want to get some of the funny stories that you guys have. Either funny, embarrassing, or like a story that is never gonna go through your mind through all the years of doing DJ stories right now. One of these is it can be whatever. It could be funny, it could be embarrassing, it could be something tragic too, bro. Because I mean, we've been everywhere. You go everywhere. Balaceras, ha pasado balaceras, ha pasado. Like que se agarran a putazos entre la familia.
Oh yeah,
That's
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 happened.
happened to me. That's probably gonna be my wild story.
Yeah.
'cause
Okay. Who wants to start? Who wants to go
Whatever.
first?
I
But
don't-
you gotta kind of try to pick the brain.
I gotta pee.
You gotta
Same
pick.
here. I'm like, holy man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pásale, pásale.
Where? Where we
Cuando
going?
quieras.
All right.
my wild story that I could think
Okay.
of throughout my years of DJing, bro. There's only one that's always like constantly at the back of my mind because it was wild, bro. It was crazy. Like I never expected that to happen, especially because it was at a wedding. And it was a fancy wedding. It was like a nice banquet hall, everything. And due to the fact that it was a nice banquet hall, that's why the cops were called. So long story short, I'm at a wedding, right? And throughout the night,
Pásale, pásale.
you can sense tension entre los invitados, bro. Like algo no estaba bien, algo estaba mal.
You
So-
would kind of see it.
Well, no,
Or
I could
was the
see it.
vibe that-
No,
the
I
vibe?
could see it. I could see it porque había un guy que siempre estuvo, como te dijera, like, siempre estaba by the bar. Like, the whole night, like, he was by the bar. It was open bar too, bro. So, people were drinking. And the whole night, that guy was by the bar. Y por lo que tengo entendido, ese muchacho era el hermano de la bride. So I guess they had family drama going on. I don't know. I guess he was opposed to the wedding or he was against it or whatever. Pero yeah, so at the end of the night, bro, yo ya había acabado, ya había dado last song. You know, we were pretty much done for the night, and I guess que um the bride went up to her brother and they were arguing. They started arguing, but it just so happened that as I'm putting my shit away, bro, the brother slaps the like le da una cachetada que viene el groom, bro. Y el groom, pues era, digo yo, obviamente era el drama era en between el groom y el cuñado.
Okay.
So, que ya que ve que el muchacho pues le da una cachetada a la novia y yo, pues, yo también vi que se le lanzan porque se le deja ir a los madrazos. They started fighting. And pues ya tienes que la whole family se dividió, güey. It turned into a family, bro, güey. Right in the middle of me picking up my shit, bro. Like, you know, bottles started flying, glass started. It was a full-on brawl in front of me. It got bad that the cops were called. But the thing about that was that I guess people got hurt. It turned into a fucking investigation. Long story short, bro, the cop shut down the banquet hall, and I was stuck in there until like the investigation ended. Like hasta que se fueron. No dejaron salir a nadie, güey. And I'm talking like la boda se acabó a las 12. Y pues yo no podía salir ni a traer la troca para descargar ni nada, güey. Like they locked down the whole banquet hall until the cops were investigating what the fuck went down. Because I'm telling you, it was a fancy banquet hall. So, yo creo el owner le hizo de pedo. The cops came, everything. And I didn't end up leaving that place till like 3 in the morning. But it was just to me, como tío, that was like out of all the events that I've had, like that's probably the one that it always sticks in the back of my mind. So, like, what a way to ruin your wedding, you know? Like,
well, I mean, the thing is that they ruined it because obviously you could have.
I mean, luckily, it didn't happen till the end and stuff. But I sensed the tension early. Yeah, and I'm like, something's gonna go down easy. Like, when I saw the guy slap his sister, I was like,
yeah,
el groom, he tackled
Soltó.
Sí, bro. And it's like that's when the family divided. And I guess que me dijeron que también ahí tuvo que haber habido familia del groom, you know, so también se le you know, they chose sides and stuff, but that was wild.
They still married?
Wild.
They still
I have
married?
no idea. I'm telling you, this event was probably a good 6 years ago.
Text them right now.
Hey.
Text them right now. Are you still married?
Sometimes I get texts from people that are like, hey, you remember me? You DJ for me? I'm like, I don't save the contact, you know, like, I don't, you know, unless they're like repeat customers, I'll save them on my phone. But if it's like a one-time deal, like I will save it. But then, or they text me from another phone. You know, they're like, "Oh,
wait,
no,
they change numbers."
Yeah, but no, it's just that's my wild story.
Mr. Eddie.
I got two that I'll never forget. That I'm like, these are embedded in my mind. So I don't know if you guys know Karma. He used to play with me actually a long time ago. We're at an event ahí mismo en el Milk Pill, alguien nos contrató para un baile, and it was also my birthday party, en el otro salón. So while I'm playing at my own party and having music over there and having fun with my family, I would jump between the rooms. So güey tenía unas PVs de esas like $400, $500 double stack speakers. They were like 700 watts, whatever. We thought we were cool. Unos subs. Anyways, las conectó Stitch y empezó a hacer unos madre. Next thing you know, we saw small smoke. You started speaker fire. The speaker set on fire. Next thing you see Gonzalo, the fucking speaker, give me some water. Fucking speaker's on fire. I'm just like spinning my ass off on my shoulder.
Out the speakers?
He's running. Le está aventando un pinche bote de agua, cerveza, lo que viera. Le estaba echando. Dude, el alcohol lit it up even more.
Tequila.
We went to Guitar Center.
Fondo. Oh, sorry.
Basically. So that was that. We went to Guitar Center and it was like, this happened to our speakers. They just lit up on fire. No way. I'm like, yeah. Dude was just like, the fuck are you Mexicans doing?
Se puso caliente.
Literal. Then my favorite and if Pedro was here and Rick was here and Maldo was here, they would be laughing their ass off. So I fell off stage a few times at Control. I've fallen off stage. No, nomás trabajando. Una vez me di un golpe con las bocinas colgadas, full blast, and I ended flat on my ass. Otra vez me quise subir a la silla y ya andaba pedido y que caigo también al pinche piso. But my favorite was actually, I was plugging in Norteñísimo Sierra Azul. They showed up late. Shout out, Fonzie. But llegaron tarde. Ya estaba el otro grupo tocando. So I estoy en chinga. Next, remember how the stage box was on the left hand side?
Yeah.
So I estaba conectando con my rodilla para abajo y que me paro, and I didn't realize that my knee, my tendon had stretched out, so my knee was already wobbly. Que doy en chinga, typical me running my ass off. Que voy, piso el escalón, voy hasta abajo with my knee bent. The pop was so freaking loud, the bass player heard it.
Holy
Remember that the bass player had his own monitor.
Yeah.
He heard it over the bass.
Holy
That's how loud the pop was. Ahí viene Maldo, ahí viene Pedro laughing their ass off, thinking I'm just making. I'm like, dude, my pants were swollen like this.
You popped your knee.
Oh, the ligament ripped in half.
Are you serious?
It was ripped. They took me to the hospital. Ahí está Pedro cuidándome mientras hasta que me llevaron a la casa.
Holy
It was,
fuck,
dude.
bro.
Damn.
Those stories I will never forget. And I was out for 7 months. I was in physical therapy from May of 2018 through November, through Thanksgiving.
Holy
Damn.
fuck.
Yup, without being able to walk.
Does it still
without...
hurt? Oh, yeah, you're good.
No, ya no quedé bien.
No,
Yeah,
I
like-
would imagine so, because I mean,
Se nota.
tearing.
No, neta, güey. No sé. I mean,
No, see, I was.
you
I
said it was
thought-
your knee, right?
Yeah, I thought it was the end of my DJ career, and I was going crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So that's actually, it's funny because thanks to COVID, I actually started playing again. Dude, what did we do in COVID? We couldn't play.
Yeah.
So I started live streaming. So I was doing a mix show while mixing drinks.
You know what I did during COVID? Because I couldn't work. I delivered pizzas for a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like a year. I would say a whole year. I used to deliver. Cause I used to work there at Coco's. And
Oh,
I
okay.
used to DJ there.
Okay.
And you know when COVID hit, you couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
It goes on the bar and the owner's like, the only thing I could do is you want to deliver pizzas, make some money. I'm like, fuck it. That's what I
Let's
did.
go. it.
Especially, and everything was
Yeah.
either pick up or
I made a killing
delivery.
at that though, bro, because like
Yeah.
during COVID, everybody would order food with them. stimulus
Everybody
checks.
would order food and everybody had money with them
Everybody-
semis.
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody was ordering.
Yup.
Yeah.
Also, what I
Yeah.
said.
Last year was still good.
Yeah.
This year it's been
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, dude. So I started mixing drinks while I was mixing music for the
Yeah.
people at home. Says you can't go out. Bring the party to your house.
Yeah.
Me pone una pinche peda, güey, que me quedé tirado en el piso, yo bien noqueado, and the live stream was still going.
That's messed
Yo
On live
caí,
stream for
güey,
8 hours.
Toda la raza de mi pinche pueblo, and I was going through a divorce at the time.
Holy
So
shit.
I was just hammering vodka, tequila, rum, and gin in
Lo
one
que
bottle.
caiga.
No, I was literally making like these purple ass drinks. I called them purple haze. I was in a purple haze for a whole freaking 4 hours. Hasta las 3 de la mañana estaba ahí live streaming.
How long was when you fell and then when you realized you don't remember?
Remember?
Is it still up or you deleted it?
I don't know if Facebook deleted it.
No, it should still be there. I'm gonna have to look for it and
Bro,
share it.
yeah.
fucking 8 hours and shit.
Pues no está, güey. Estaba acá en el pinche piso.
Sí.
Yo me levanté y dije, ¿qué pasó?
Yeah, there you go.
Delete.
Yeah.
All right, well, what you got?
What you got, Whopper?
I don't think I have crazy stories, man. The only, I mean, I have a particular gig that, I did a wedding, and it was a wedding for a white couple, and I told him, I was like, man, you know what, your music is
Whack.
whack.
Damn.
I was like-
you gotta be honest with your client because they don't have the slightest
they don't
clue as
know.
to how a party, you know.
They were telling you what to put?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
a
I
lot of
was,
clients do that. They
I-
try
Yeah,
to
dude. Más a los
micromanage
güeros.
your
Los
playlist.
güeros
Yeah,
will
los
pick your playlist.
I was,
Which
I was
I
trying my
especially-
best to,
I love that.
I was trying my best to let them know, to be like, hey, I don't think it's gonna work out.
Nobody was dancing? type
Nobody
shit?
was dancing. So long story short, I asked them, I was like, hey, you know, do you guys trust me? Do you guys, you know? And they're like, yeah, fuck it, do you? So, point of the story was everybody started dancing. It was for a beer company. They all worked for this beer company.
Ooh.
So there was a bunch of liquor. You know, liquor was flowing. It was a really, really good night. And you know, everybody was dancing. They were sweating, and the bride came up and she tore her wedding dress because she was a little too hot. And
She just ripped it? Or
yeah,
did
like she just had a slit. She ripped it, and she came up, and she was just like, she's like, you know, if I wasn't married, I would jump your bones right now. I was like, is that the tip? No. I mean, yeah, I don't remember having like really a lot of crazy nights. I mean, I've done a lot of parties in Pilsen where there's shooting, and I gotta call the client and be like, hey, I gotta wait. Your street's closed due to. But for the most part, I mean, very straightforward.
And you calling the police on yourself?
Yeah, man, I was tired that day, bro.
I would never do that.
I
Crazy.
man, I had to.
That's crazy.
I was done. I was
Actually,
tired.
now that I'm thinking of, that's a great idea. Like, you know what? Like when I'm having a bad, like when I'm just not feeling the game, it's like it's 1 o'clock, it's 12, my time is over. They want me to stay. Calling the cops.
And they were like, man, I was like, man, it was going great. They're like, I know, stupid cop showed up. I was like,
fuck the asshole that called them, right?
Bro, a mí una vez me iban a levantar las bocinas en un house party.
¿Te levantaron?
Ya me las iban a levantar. Lo que pasa es que la policía, they had already gone 3 times. I didn't know.
Okay.
They would just knock on the door. Ya la última, they were pissed off. Like, yeah, ya son las 12 de la mañana. You guys are still out here. We've been telling you. We're taking the speakers. I'm like, whoa, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Well, you're the one causing the ruckus, so let's go. And I was like, wait. I'll leave right now. I'll leave. I'm not trying to get my I need my speakers tomorrow night.
Yeah.
All right, get out of here. Ya me los iban a levantar, güey.
Yeah, dude.
Freaking Streamwood cops are crazy.
¿Qué culpa tenemos nosotros, right?
Sí.
I was tired, man. I was like, look, I
A
quit.
veces también que uno con querer complacer al cliente, pues tú dices, okay, ¿sabes qué? Pues fuck it. And uno también, to make an extra buck, because it's extra hours and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a veces tu cliente, like they just don't get they don't take no for an answer, And or they say, oh no, my neighborhood is cool. My neighbors are cool.
You guys ever put it in the contract where like 11 o'clock outside is my cutoff? I will not go past that.
No, I haven't. But one thing I'm big about doing events outside that I do try to explain to my client is like in case of rain.
Oh, okay.
I tell them like any sign of rain, unless you get like a canopy or an actual lona, like an actual lona, like
big tent.
or those rent tents. Those tents you can actually rent.
The nice ones.
And nice ones, the ones with the steel frame. I'll DJ, but if I'm outside or I'm like I have a canopy myself. I mean that's something you have to invest in because I started off doing a lot of backyard events, and I explained to them like these canopies are designed for the sun. I'm like it's not really for the rain. It's a shade from the sun. I'm like any sign of rain, like I'm not gonna DJ because I'm like we have so much money invested into all this equipment
to fix it.
We just can't. There's no way.
Yep.
There's no way that I'm gonna risk myself into DJing under those weather conditions. And they understand. Sometimes I've had clients que ponen hasta casa, arman pinche fucking gazebos and shit para que uno esté ahí abajo. Pero yeah, bro, that's one of the things that I make big about doing outdoor events is the weather, bro.
Bro, look at the heat with our computers, and then the amps, they calientan. I've had speakers shut off on me for at least 30 minutes until they cooled off.
Sí pasa.
Yep.
I shut off for 30 minutes and cool on. I'd be like, man, shit.
Or the MacBook starts to
You
freeze.
need your nap.
I need my like, man.
And you need your 30-minute break.
I'm like,
You know what?
where's my juice box?
I've
I've
DJ
worked 4 hours already.
Because of that, I've had more problems with Macs than I have with PCs.
Really? I've never had it, bro. I've had my MacBook. I bought my MacBook in 2013, and I see the only thing with me is my MacBook is strictly for DJ.
Yep.
I don't even download music on my MacBook. I have my
hard drive.
I have my home computer for that.
Oh, okay.
So I download all the music on my home computer. Blah blah blah. Transfer it over to my hard drive. Because my music, I don't have it on my MacBook for the same reason. Because you don't want to put all that in your MacBook. Because it's just gonna get slower and slower and slower. My music is always on an external.
I've gotten into the habit of every 3 months I clean out because I do.
You have to.
When there's times you have to download it at a gate.
You do.
You have to download a song right away. So se llena la computadora. I move everything to the hard drive.
Right, you have to. That's what I do too. Because a lot of the songs that he's talking about like that, I put them on my desktop right away. Download my music on the fly. Desktop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this months later, I gotta bring all that to the hard drive because it's like I can't keep it on the laptop.
Yeah, you can't, bro.
Dude, and then a few years ago, I lost my hard drive. Really? I lost it. Se me chingó. 300 gigs of I had every single banda's full repertoire. Recodo full discography. Old songs that weren't even on record yet, but I had them in recordings. I had discographias. They all went. So I lost 250, 300 gigs of música. Through rebuilding that hard drive was a pain. And I'm starting to feel something because it's been 6 years with this hard drive, and I'm like, oh shit, I might need to start buying another one.
Because as a DJ, te haces coleccionista de canciones también.
Oh yeah,
bro.
We never have enough music,
bro. We play the same songs every day.
We do.
Yeah.
We
play
do.
the
And
heavy
we
hitters.
just fucking. Como se dice? We just put the fucking music in the vault because I have so much music, bro. Like, and like he says, like we probably use the same 100 fucking songs.
Yeah.
Top
But
100.
there's
But
gonna be
it's
that
just
one
that
person.
mentality in you,
Then
you're like,
what's that one song?
I have to have this song. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like, va a llegar, y me ha pasado, bro, que a veces, like, a customer comes up to me or a client, they're like, hey, can you play this song? And I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know the music, I don't know the song. But then I go to my computer and I have it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
It's
I'm like,
happened.
oh, like crazy.
I'm
And that's the one.
yeah, baby.
And it's funny because going back to the actual stuff that we used to play, that's one thing I love about virtual DJs, their database. You type a song, if you've opened that folder once in virtual DJ,
Ahí te lo
you
saca.
type it, it'll bring it up. Serato,
Serato's a little different.
you actually have to
have to
go
bring it into the
look
program.
for it.
Yeah.
If you don't know where the hell, which folder you have it, you're screwed.
When I first started DJing, I do the whole virtual, because yo empecé en CDs, like, so
Mhm.
I did the CDs, but from CDs, I went to virtual DJ. And then believe it or not, I don't know if you guys have used Tractor.
Yup.
I started with Tractor también. Like, it wasn't until I started hitting the whole nightclub scene that I noticed that
Everybody
DJ
uses
was using
Serato.
So me, I'm like, okay, what's the deal with this fucking DJ software? Like, I have to see what's up with it. What's the hype about it? And ever since then, pues sí, like, sí me gustó. But I totally understand what he's talking about when you say virtual DJ, because with virtual DJ, you could even video mix really easily.
Yeah.
Virtual DJ is the one software that video mixing is included with the software.
Yeah.
And there's no aspect ratio problem.
And
So you can plug in 10 different types of TVs. It's going to look exactly perfect for the TV that it is. There's no aspect ratio problem. That was the problem with the old DVJ 1000s, is that you plugged it into two different types of TV. It was going to look different on both single TVs.
Sony does too. If they're not using CD players, they're using virtual DJ. So I know about virtual DJ. I've used it. I've had it. Yes, it's still in my home computer. Like, it's something I did start with.
Same.
I respect virtual DJ, but I don't personally use it anymore. Like, I've made the switch to
Like-
Serato.
Like,
a
for
long
instance, all
time
these
ago.
guys are talking about stems right now on Serato.
That's been a
stems,
virtual DJ.
I've
for-
had stems for 2 years.
I've heard about that.
So I'm like, virtual DJ, everybody knocks it. Everybody knocks it. But for a wedding DJ, for a quinceañera DJ, it's actually the better software because it's the database. You need to pick song on the fly, it's right
Or
there.
even if you're not trying to DJ, even if you're just trying to, like, for somebody, like, let's say, somebody that just wants to put music, if they want to, like, virtual
You
DJ.
build the
very-
freaking playlist for
See,
your
virtual DJ
the
is very
first
easy.
hour
I
you're
guess it's
there.
very easy to use. That's
Yeah.
the thing with it. It's very easy.
I
to
used
use.
it before.
The first hour that you're there, you're literally like this on your computer, just picking songs in order. Then you're loading the playlist. Ya la dejas tocar, you can go have a beer.
Yeah, definitely.
You
Interesting.
can do that with Tractor. I mean, you can do
Which
that with
you do track, you
Serato
can do
too.
with Serato, but you got to build a brand new crate for it.
Yeah, you do.
And it's not tailored to that party. Como no te me tocó una fiesta de señores. It was their first birthday party that she's ever thrown a party for herself. 80-year-old birthday party.
80
Damn.
Yeah. Sus hijos le metieron una fiesta. They've never done a party for themselves. I'm like, dude, I'm posting out Los Fugitivos, La Migra, Los Book. I'm like, damn, I forgot I had all this music.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
That's crazy.
Thanks, Pops.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Sometimes, like, I mean, I did a gig recently. You know how you were talking about rock earlier? It was actually in Little Village. I had this backyard party not too long ago, where yo también, like, you know, I had gotten so used to DJing this genre of music, you know, because I'm right now playing with all the young bucks, you know, all the young
Yeah.
people, like, you know, all that Bad
Trying to
Bunny
keep up
stuff,
with everything.
Karol G, El Alfa, that's what I'm used to playing, because, you know, where I'm DJing right now and stuff. But it was nice to have that gig because it was like a refresher for me.
Yup.
Because when I was there, those people were from Michoacán and Ciudad de Mexico, and the ladies like, you got Mago de Oz, you got Rock en Español. We want some of that old school guaracha, you know, that
Yup.
bro. And I have
Yup.
all that because, you know, I have it, you know, I've DJed with it before, and it was like a really good refresher for me because I love that gig. I was like, I'm playing something,
Yeah.
you know, that I haven't played in a while,
Yeah.
and it just, I
I love
get back
those
to it.
gigs.
That was a great gig for me.
And they're easy.
Yeah,
Because they tell you exactly what they want to hear.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
There's definitely.
Has happened to you guys now that you guys have been DJing for a while, que simplemente nada más con que te digan de qué parte de México son. You
Oh,
wanna know?
yes.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Where are you guys from?
I ask them that, like, I get in the habit of asking people, like, hey, ¿de qué parte de México son? So I could, you know, give not only to know what to play, but to give shout outs, you know, porque a mí me gusta mandarle
Yeah,
saludos con
yeah.
Michoacán, you know, la
Yeah,
gente de
el
Michoacán, de
ambiente.
Zacatecas, de
Yup.
Jalisco,
Yup.
de Durango.
Dude, the other day I got it wrong though, because I'm so used to the stereo. This is a problem. We're also stereotypical. I got a fiesta de Jerez de Zacatecas, but they're the type of people from Zacatecas that don't listen to banda. Cumbia.
Cumbia, wow.
But
That's a new one for me.
and they don't dance.
That's a
To
new
me,
one.
all my Zacatecas people, they love that.
No, and I'm like, what
Tamborazo.
the hell? And
Tamborazo.
I
Norteño.
had the
Bongos
hardest time
también.
reading the
Yup.
crowd.
Bongos.
I had the hardest time reading the crowd that night because I'm not used to it. I'm like, oh shit, they're not
I
dancing
think
banda.
that's the same thing with Michoacán, bro, because con la gente de Michoacán, tú sabes, you got your people que le gustan los corridos, los de tierra caliente, la banda también y todo
Yup.
eso. And then you got a lot of people from Michoacán that they like cumbia.
Yeah, because they're closer to the Guerrero.
Yeah, like, my mom is from Michoacán, and yeah, she doesn't like like, you know, a ella no le gustan los corridos o las norteñas o ella es salsa, cumbia, so, you know, all that sonidero stuff.
Yeah.
We forget that every state, even though they're from a general state, they all have their
The
peculiarities.
regions in particular.
region,
yeah,
yeah.
the regions.
Like you go from people from Guanajuato, where I'm from, si es de León, they do cumbia.
Yeah.
Where I'm from in Guanajuato,
More
we don't do
tropical.
cumbia at all.
Yeah.
What part of Guanajuato?
Yo soy de Yuriria, Guanajuato. Pero
Yuriria,
mi
oh,
pueblo se llama
Banda.
Casacuarán.
Banda.
Really
Banda.
close.
Where you from?
Chupicuaro, Michoacán.
Oh, dude, you're closer to where my girl's from.
Yo soy
She's
de
from
Querétaro,
Acámbaro.
Michoacán.
Oh, seriously?
My wife's from Moroleón, Guanajuato.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Similar.
That's where my dad was born.
Yeah,
I still have a
Moroleón.
lot of family out
We
there.
just went in January, bro. Ya conocí Moroleón, yo.
Finally,
Yes.
welcome home, bro.
Beautiful,
When
man.
you go
Beautiful,
next time and
bro.
I'm down there, you're more than welcome to
Oh,
go to my
thank
house,
you,
bro.
man. Thank you.
I'm only 30 minutes
A la
away.
mía no, güey. No. Honestamente, güey, no. No te va a gustar, güey.
When I started,
modelo, bro, come through, vecino, no.
no,
ya
when I
por
started
Victoria.
DJing, I made my own DJ intro because back then everybody had, todos los sonideros had a DJ intro, right? Like a full, like, como grupo, güey.
4-minute intro.
Yes, mine was 3. And I would always say, orgullosamente, guanajuatense.
Yeah.
100%. Born and raised, here and there.
The first person that recorded my DJ drops for me was Jesse El Grandote. Shout out to the compa Jesse again, man. He was the first
Jesse.
guy.
I'm so
When
waiting
I
He
met
for
him,
my...
loves
when I met
you.
Jesse, like his voice, bro, it was like, oh, you know, his voice sounds cool.
Fucking Barry White.
Yo soy Jesse El
I
Grandote.
just like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jesse. He hates. Okay, he hates it when I do that. Sorry, bro. One
You gotta
time,
copyright that voice, Jesse.
so one time, Carlos is doing an
Trademark
event. One time, Carlos is doing an event at Control. He's got the whole AMG's lineup, pretty much. I knew Jesse was coming, so I'm doing sound setup beforehand. I see, hey, let me know when Jesse gets here. Jesse El Grandote, la que buen. Fuck you, Eddie P.
Yeah, bro. He was the first person that recorded my DJ drops. And I still have them, bro. I still use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Badass.
I've had many DJ drops made throughout the years, but I still have his, bro.
Yeah.
He got that voice.
Those calle ones were the.
Like, him and Eddie have always been my inspiration to the voice, you know, like cuando estoy on the mic or whatever.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
Hey,
You feeling pretty good over there?
I feel great.
Yeah. And we haven't even touched the ball yet.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. Yeah, we're pretty much 2 hours and a half in, bro.
Damn. Ni se siente.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the people watching. That
Seriously,
Yeah.
no nos están aguantando.
Yeah.
We're over here just babbling by now.
For sure, there has to be a part 2 for sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then all the extra episodes, because I do want to do like part 2 with another set of DJs and just stuff like that, bro. It's very everybody is gonna be different stories,
We've all had our
especially
different
with
experiences.
genres.
The
Como
DJ
dijeron
industry
tú,
here in Chicago is crazy, bro. It's amazing. Like there's
Yeah,
a lot
a
of
lot.
Como hay
there's
muchos
a lot of
amigos,
upcoming DJs.
como hay muchos amigos, hay muchos enemigos también.
Yeah.
They're just trying to kill your vibe. And I'm like, it's like, como ustedes de músicos, hay que ayudarnos instead of chingarnos.
Let's go to the topic
But
we went
not,
back
but
to
not,
earlier.
not everybody's on the same boat,
Yeah.
Pero sabes que I think hay mucho DJ o muchos en el entretenimiento de que like jalan y los que no jalan es porque no quieren.
Mhm.
They make their assumptions in their mind,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, like igual con la musicada with you guys know a lot of bands, so it's always like hey, fuck, Whopper's gonna be there, we're gonna play there, the topas. There's that vibe,
Yeah.
Pero nunca falta o agrupaciones or just one guy out of the band or one DJ that te tira
It
mal
feels really-
cara,
it feels
o
really
es
cool.
medio culo contigo,
Sí.
Like, cuando nos ha pasado donde llegas y you're gonna set up and DJ's already in the middle. He doesn't want to move nothing.
Yeah.
Yup.
And what like the people want you on the stage, but the DJ's already in the middle of the stage,
Yeah.
And then they tell him, hey, puedes mover, no, ya puse todo. Like, okay, we'll go to the side, and then you can't, no quiere que agarres la misma luz donde la está agarrando él porque se puede botar. Shit like that,
Which
bro.
is funny
Like,
because nowadays with our DJ speakers, we can put up to 10 speakers on a circuit. Nothing's
yeah,
gonna happen.
yeah, exactly.
With all these power speakers, they don't.
Exactly.
Like,
Right
even
now-
with the lights too, bro. Because back then the lights used to pull a lot of juice.
Oh my God.
Ahorita como todo es LED, bro. Like ya no se ve mucho
Yeah,
eso.
no.
También las teles, bro. Las teles antes, they were not LED y todo. They would suck a lot more juice,
Yeah.
bro.
Bro, the old 15 and
Give me
15
one, bro, I'm
lights.
fine.
Ahorita
You remember those?
Ahorita nosotros for
Look, it's so
the
hot.
band,
Remember
we
when
have
those
the
hot
RCX Evox 8 I bought one of those.
Oh, those things are.
Those are
The
dope.
compact one with the sub and the
Yeah.
and the what is that, the liner
The
ring?
ring, yeah.
Those are dope.
See,
I have one of those, and then the guy that Bajo Sexto has the electro voice. So when we have like bigger gigs or more, we put both. Now with the drums, we gotta put both para que dé más fuerza.
it's funny
But, I mean,
because
I'm pretty much in the thing to buying another set so I can have just two RCFs now.
it's funny, bro, because
it's
it's
so convenient, bro.
that's the one brand I just can't get behind.
Which one, RCF?
Wow.
I can't do it.
Hater.
No, believe it or not, it's not that I'm. Let me tell you like this, bro.
I'm just
Hey,
talking shit.
I know, but I'm saying it's like.
But I'm serious though. But I'm
Don't get me
serious.
wrong. Llegas a un punto, like, everything's good. There's a point that you get to a price point, everything is good. So it doesn't. I hate when people actually knock other speakers. Personally, I'm not a fan of them, but I know that they're good speakers. If you give them to me and I work with them, I'll work with them.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets to a point like even series, you're not gonna compare an Eon to a freaking SRM or an
SRX.
Yeah, SRX. SRX to DRM. Now we're talking the same level. Once you get to the higher end, that's why when you go to high end events, doesn't matter what sound system it is, it's all gonna sound good. They're all. You get to a point where everything's good.
Yeah, definitely.
And the people that knock it is just because they're like they think that it's crappy just because it's not to the price point that they want to spend.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all about your ear and what you want to do with them. You know?
Yep.
Because it's obviously the sound, la potencia que va a usar un DJ is not the same as a band. You know, they're different.
And nobody
frequencies,
understands that.
everything. You know, and it's just, you know, it's a choose your battle type thing or whatever you're comfortable with. You know.
Like I'm saying.
Right now, everything's so compact, man.
Yep.
Everything's so compact. You can set up, you know, in 30 minutes and you start, you know. And
I think, and it's funny because customers are still having a problem adapting to that. That it might be compact, but I will guarantee you this thing is loud as
yeah, porque
shit.
las ven,
Yeah, no, these new speakers that are coming out, bro, they're I mean, compared to the 10 years ago, they're tiny and they're so loud. I also have a pair of the Behringers.
Nope.
You know what, bro, they are so loud. I love those speakers. Like, I
I
never.
think I heard.
The only thing that
Behringer-
sucked about them is
Behringer-
that the ones that you can only, they're good speakers, they're loud. El día que se te madrean, they're valiste madres because they're not.
You gotta replace them.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
can't
not
fix those.
fixable. Yeah. But I like them. They're a little bit, you know, on the high end because I feel como tienen mucho tweeter. They don't have a lot of bass, but they're loud. Like yo le pongo un QSC para esas y se escuchan.
Digo, fui a una fiesta últimamente. I did a party out in Kankakee with a full DOS setup, double subs, 4 double subs, 4 tops, double tops, and then I told them I bought a new sound system and I'm taking this thing, and they saw it's half of the sound. They're like, "Hey, me estás trayendo menos, me estás cobrando más. Would you listen to them first?" Okay, never mind. Half the sound system, it sounded loud. Loud, the same loudness, if not louder than the ones that were older. But
I'm
they're
excited
bigger.
for all the new shit that's gonna come out.
Oh, yes.
Because
Yeah,
the technology with the sound
Yeah,
equipment,
ahorita-
it's only getting
ahorita
better and
así
better.
Hemos ido a las tocadas with the RCF and the electro voice.
So you need
Así en los lados, and they're like,
Those things are loud, bro. The RCFs that you're talking about.
both of them are.
and
They
I,
are,
and
they're
I
very
start
loud.
putting up the sound. You know,
Mhm.
we Saturday we did a salon right there off of Ogden and Harlem. In
Okay.
Salon ahí.
See, I know which one you're talking about. I've DJ'd there.
And that's what we took, bro. And I was kind of like, oh, man, I'm gonna push him a little bit. I was kind of worried, pero como rebotaba, man, perfect. Dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Great sound.
Those little
Y
12-inch
nosotros,
subs are
we're
freaking
four of
powerful.
us. There's 4 of us. Con eso se armó. And the DJ tenía, pues he had I think he had QSCs. Se arrimaba a ver las bocinas because they're so small and
Yeah,
compact.
they're so- yeah,
le
they
dan
are.
un pinche- in the backyard, you just need one of the
You
QSCs,
do.
the RCF.
You do, yeah.
Yep.
I've
Con
done
una
an event
in the
like that.
backyard, loud as hell. Hey,
They're
man,
pretty low.
poco. They're just really powerful and compact for what we need them for.
Yeah.
Here in Chicago, you're in and out. And
Boom, boom, boom,
yeah.
boom.
for norteños, you know, for norteño,
Yep.
un cierreño igual,
Just like baby daddies.
right there, boom.
Oh,
Yeah.
In and out. In and out.
That's how they got to be there.
Damn it.
But I think we're gonna be wrapping up for tonight, bro. I
Thank you, Max.
want to appreciate you guys for coming out.
Thanks,
You know,
Max.
I'm
Appreciate
thanks for the
the time,
invitation,
really
man.
happy that you guys accepted, you know, because I reached out to you 3 and then an extra 2, you know, to try to, you know, I didn't. It's okay, you know, I'm not, but I mean,
Culo los que no vinieron.
yeah, cool.
No.
And I'm just happy that we were able to make it happen, you know,
Oh, yeah.
because that's my idea, you know,
Thank you
have
for having
different
us, Max.
topics,
1
different
month in the making,
episodes.
damn it.
Yeah, dude, and it's sometimes kind of hard to everybody get their schedules going, you know.
Yeah.
But
So we did it on a
acuerdo.
Monday.
Yeah, right.
Like,
We ended up on a Monday.
Who does stuff on a Monday? We do.
We do.
did,
It's
yeah.
called
It
Industry
was
Mondays.
today.
It's
Yeah,
Industry Monday.
definitely.
That's right for the people that
And
know.
I really want to appreciate you guys.
you for
I want to
having us.
appreciate the
Thank you.
viewers, everybody that shared, that comment. You know, it's gonna be for future. It's gonna se va a quedar en YouTube, se queda en Facebook. The audio is gonna be on Spotify and Apple Podcasts on the Chokorreo channel on Spotify. So you know, it's gonna stay for
A long time.
for the books. You know, it's one for the books.
Thank you.
Definitely part two. You know,
Yeah,
definitely
I'm down.
part two. Yeah, because I gotta run through the whole episode.
I'm gonna get some gear made just so I can give you a hat, bro.
Dang, they put us in a bad
Yeah,
spot.
I'm gonna get you a hat.
Sorry, guys.
I got you, bro.
Okay, okay.
Te voy a traer unos
Es la
calzones.
que me sobraba.
El regalo es you guys saying yeah, man, because I mean,
Oh, thank you.
for people, ustedes de invitados, you know, sin ustedes que me den un sí, you know, sometimes I can't do episodes.
No, to be honest, Max, like I've been looking forward to doing like some sort of podcast for a while, or like some sort of interview like that, and just you being the first person to invite me to
I
come over to
appreciate
a
it, man.
podcast like that means a lot. So
No,
thank you.
thank you, man.
Thank you.
I am on para todos.
Yeah. Pero
No,
te digo,
definitely, man. Special shout outs before we wrap up, man.
Well, Max, thank you for having me. Appreciate the time and space that you allowed us to come on and talk a little bit of our story, or our troubles, our tribulations, our
Because we ain't
our
big. We
gear.
just work.
I,
We just work
honestly,
here.
yeah. I don't feel like I'm big at all. I just know what to play at what time, and
Bring other
And you're
DJs.
doing what you love, man. You're
Yeah.
doing what you like. You know,
Yeah.
you've been your practices. You know, your sacrifice that you.
I love
do
it.
every-
I love it.
Yeah,
It's my happy place.
Yeah.
It's definitely my happy place. I think more than anything, my support group, like Johnny mentioned earlier. Big shout out to my Aguacate family for believing in me, for pushing me. My friends, my family, even though they'll never say it, but I know
You
they.
feel it.
I know I
We
feel
feel
it.
the love.
Support you.
Shout out to my guy Luis, Ray, my guy from Los Albañiles,
Squad.
Jesse. You know how I feel about you, man. We talk here and there. We're always busy and shit. I love you and all that wonderful stuff. La familia Cetina, la familia Chiquito, la familia Andrade. Pretty much everyone that's been in my corner. Mi compa Mufasa, mi compa El Mudo. But yeah, man, thank you so much for the time. Man, I'm ready for part 2.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Special shout out to all the up and coming DJs, bro. There's a lot of like I was telling you earlier. There's a lot of DJs out in Chicago right now. Especially there's a lot of the whole new generation of DJs that are coming out. So shout out to them, and just
Los que comen puro chicken.
sí, los que comen puro chequen, pero también cobren bien, cabrones, porque
Yeah, bro.
that's the thing about this industry, bro. That a
Yeah.
lot of DJs, undercut with their prices. So just make sure that
We know your
I was
worth.
taught at a very early age that if you're good at something, never do it for free. Or, at least not cheap. So shout out to them, all the upcoming DJs. También respect for them.
We know you're struggling, but you're gonna make it there.
Yeah, you're eventually. But shout out to my homie DJ Smurf. He holding it down in La Vaca and Pilsen. Shout out to my boy P Dub. Ese cabrón también. I've known him for a while. He's always been there for me también. Me apoya un chingo. So shout out to my girl, my family, everybody out there that that are fans of Johnny Five or have supported Johnny Five ever since I started. Shout outs to them.
Yeah, definitely.
Special shout out to my guys from Muchos Bailes. Again, thank you for making me part of the family and obviously
Definitely.
keeping us going.
What's up with the podcast? When is it coming back?
We're coming back sometime in October once everything slows the hell down because
definitely.
we're
Winter,
all
right?
yeah.
Winter.
Once we're all busy. Obviously shout out to the Reventón Extremo family, to Pedrito, to Elegante, to Rick,
Sure.
to Con Todo Entertainment, to Mi Vallarta. If you guys haven't gone there, the food is bomb.
Yeah.
All
Shout out to La
locations.
Vaca and Pilsen, bro. Check them out, también. La Vaca and Pilsen, they be snapping.
Of course, my family who's been with me through this crazy ass ride of never being home, always waking me up to go do something because I'm still sleeping because we got home at 7:00 in the morning.
Yes, sir.
And of course to my girl who's honestly since she's been here, she's been supporting and making me sure that I'm staying on the right path because
Yes,
I was going crazy. But
Yeah.
definitely to everybody who's still out there who's trying to be a DJ, who's trying to get into this crazy ass life. It's fun, but at the same time, it's a lot of hard work. So if you want to,
There's a lot
do
of
it.
sleepless
Definitely.
nights
Have to
involved.
work,
Lots of
definitely.
sleepless nights.
Work.
A lot of
work.
lonely nights.
Oh yes,
Eating chicken nuggets by yourself on your driveway.
double cheeseburgers.
Tacos.
Hell, you know what?
Chile.
Sin taco.
Un chico de salsa.
Sin taco.
I want to send a special shout out to La Familia Villaseñor. I think you guys might know a lot of different. Lepe is part of the Villaseñor family.
Yes, sir, of course.
The drummer from Arce.
Oh yeah.
Hector. my boy
Hector.
Saludos.
Yeah. So special shout out to La Familia Villaseñor, La Familia Santillán, arriba San Luis Potosí, arriba Jalisco, and I'm out.
Viva Michoacán.
Arriba Guanajuato y Casacuarán, chingado.
Hell yeah,
That's
saludos.
it.
Saludos a todos. Chokorreo, the DJ episode, man. Special shout out to everybody. Share it para la gente que no lo pudo escuchar hoy en vivo esta noche. Tomorrow, check it out. And then Friday, the audio will be on Spotify, Apple Podcast.
Follow El
Check it out.
Chokorreo on
Hell yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
TikTok también.
TikTok
Ahí está
también.
poniendo las promociones. So.
Thank you,
Yeah,
compa Max.
for sure, man.
Thanks, Max.
you guys.
Thanks, Max.
Everybody
Appreciate
have a
it.
Great night. Feliz inicio de semana. Nos vemos.
Deuce.
Bye bye.